Gotta post that I'm live. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if my bot is working today. Exclamation mark Discord. Let's check it. It is. Okay, cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna get straight into it. We're on the -5 before. Oh yeah. Anyway. Last night, a pair of giant wooden puppets appeared in the street art community. Their magnificence shocked everyone who had the opportunity to see them. These fine puppets were created by one of the local artists, and during yesterday's rehearsal, they waltzed and fluttered under the moonlight. We can see from the video how they danced so elegantly under the artist's control, almost as if they were alive. The neighborhood is known for violence, gangs, and homeless, contributing to a high crime rate. It's an area that most usually steer clear of, but despite the risks, the performance last night attracted lots of visitors. Now let's go to our reporter on the scene and see what the attendees have to say. Yo, boss, hello de por favor. Boss? Senor, what were you doing when the two puppets showed up? I was jogging at the time. Suddenly I saw a huge face in between two buildings. I was shocked I fell to the ground. Then I mustered up my courage, walked over there, and watched the whole performance. When it was all over, my legs couldn't stop shaking. I wasn't scared this time, though. I was stunned. Really? Really? Why? There's been so many of these lately. I don't know what's up with this influx of bots. All of a sudden. Anyway. Okay, thank you again for your time, senor. From the way he's walking, it looks like he was telling the truth. Now let's turn the camera over to some artists who live here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much TVPG for 12 months. A year! Wow! Thank you. I don't know if my things are working quite right, but that's alright. Thank you so much. We've done it. We've reached a year. Now let's turn the camera over to some of the artists who live here. Maybe we can ask them why they made this pair of giant puppets. What stories will they have for us? Senors, senoras, please place your bets. Shh. Excuse me? Oh, look at the little girl who just walked by. She's one of the main players here. Senorita, a moment, please. Huh? I hear you're the mastermind behind this performance. For you to take on such a role at such a young age. Yeah, get to the point. I'm busy. Sure, what's with the two puppets? Did you go through all that trouble to draw attention to this community? A few years ago, 2 buildings in the neighborhood burned down in a fire. None of you turned your attention to us. A fire? Nobody remembers. I knew it. Puppet shows to commemorate that fire. It's to commemorate our friends who left us that day. That's why we arranged to open our festival on the same day as the fire. But Galeria Krstałowa is also scheduled to have its widely anticipated opening ceremony that day. Is there any pressure from that at all? Maybe a little before the rehearsal, but basically not at all now. The performance on our opening day will be even more sensational. I don't think an art museum can hold a candle to the performance art on our opening day will be even more sensational. I don't think an art museum can hold a candle to our performance. No matter how they spruce up their gimmicks, their opening ceremony is only there to tell us one thing: that Raynald can do business. Why did you turn off the TV, Milos? I was watching that. You should get some sleep. I don't want to. I'm not tired at all. Sleep. Milos, why are you frowning like that? Why aren't you happy for me? Go to sleep, Raynald. It's more than a decade. The birthday present that should have been mine is finally back in my hands. I'm delighted. Really? Look at what a mess you are now. Say what you want. I'm not convinced. That music box is supposed to be mine. For my birthday, she said she'd give me one. The little bastard wasn't happy about it. Could she have made a piece with absolutely no economic value? She's a genius, a star. Her works are meant to be sold off at exhibitions for high prices. Wasn't meant to sit on a boy's bedside table, never to be known by the masses. But it's made its way back to you. After so many years, it's returned to its rightful owner. I love it. Even though it's been modified beyond recognition, I love it. What about her, Milos? She liked my gift. And everything you've given her, she couldn't bear to let go. Why aren't you saying anything? I do want to sleep now, Milos. I saw you on the TV. You shouldn't have showed off like that for the media. Papa, you're the one who suggested we make the giant puppets. If you're gonna worry about showing off, you should have thought about that sooner. Techno. Just got a letter from the government. It just says that the art festival's a success. A group of Lithuanian cultural exchange representatives will come to our puppet show. You mean we might get government support? It's more than likely we'll end up at their beck and call. Warlords, merchants, politicians. There's plenty of men with their eye on this plot of land. Getting too much attention in too short of a period of time. It's too much pressure. And this just goes to show how useless I am. Don't say that, Papa. Before you got here, nobody cared if this place burned for a whole day and night. There wasn't even anyone here to report on it. It's because you've been here for us that we got to live peaceful lives the past couple years. All of us know the work you've been putting in for our sakes. Message? A booking. Everything you've done, you did so we could walk under the sun again, no? We're another step closer to our goal now. What are you worried about? Let me think about it some more, Techno. Can't let the rest of you walk under the sun without any protection. I'm back. People happy. Hello, hello. I don't have it set up that I can actually see all of those emotes, so I just see what they're called. I don't know. There's probably a way to do that. It's probably like better or something. I don't know. Nice to see you. Senor Milos, have you and Senor Reynolds seen the street art community's puppet show? You chose to hold Galeria Kurstawa's opening ceremony on the same day as their art festival. Certainly their successful rehearsal has taken away much of the attention that deservedly would have been yours. And do you feel any pressure? Please make way, ma'am. Senor Milos, please answer our questions. Sorry, but we are not planning on taking anything from the press today. Senor Milos, is your silence an indication of the pressure you're under? It's close enough, Senora. Senor Milos. Is Miss Ela here yet? Yes, she's waiting in the exhibition hall. I need to talk to her. Make sure nobody disturbs us. 70 will let you see them. Oh! I will definitely check that out another time. Neat, thank you. Yes, sir. It shows up properly on my little display, which is nice at least. Miss Ela, sorry to keep you waiting. You'll have to forgive me. The outside is packed with reporters. Mr. Milos, why did you call me back from the art community all of a sudden? You're getting along well with them, aren't you? Yes, I am. The people there are vivacious. And even though some of them are sick, their urge to create is as strong as ever. People who call themselves artists are a dime a dozen, but I have to admit that the people there truly love art. What about Reynolds? What do you think of him? He's an interesting man. Is that all? I'm afraid I can't see any of that in him. You once told me that Mr. Shipan's paintings made you uncomfortable. It's because you've never met him. The discomfort that is his personal presence brings to others 100 times greater than that of his paintings. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have seen those qualities in Reynolds. Nothing is beneath Shipan, as Casimir is his most famous artwork dealer, be it verbal acts, threats of violence, or economic suppression. He will do whatever it takes to make artists working with him follow his every command. Not even his wife, Reynolds' mother, could escape this fate. It's a pain no creator could bear. Must have been an agonizing marriage. You're right, she even destroyed her work as a form of protest. Only a week later, the damaged portrait was sold at the auction for an astronomical price on account of its so-called profound philosophical meaning. She should have left. She couldn't. She couldn't leave her child to the arrogant bastard, especially a child that very much resembled herself. Is there a reason you're trying to get me to sympathize with him now, of all times, Mr. Milos? You're a sharp one, to the point that it's frustrating. Clary Gustavo's opening ceremony is to be set on the anniversary of Reynolds' mother's passing. A day has a special significance to him. Perhaps you and your team can help out a little bit. Just a short while will do, if you could work it out so the two events are even just one day apart. I'm sorry, Mr. Milos, but I can't. If you've seen the news, then you know what that day means to the community. Miss Ela, you should do what you can. This isn't a request, it's a reminder. It doesn't matter how emotional or stirring their puppet show is. It will be overshadowed on the day the Galleria opens. You're awake. Were you outside? Yes, I met with Miss Ela. What'd she say? She refused. I'm not surprised. Why did you ask me to call her back here? Puppet show would be in good hands if she were to run it. And then perhaps there would come a day when it forms an iconic performance that represents this place. As they hope it will. But it won't be on that day. I must sympathize with them. They're spending so much time, effort, and energy on this. Tell the truth, if it wasn't for the scheduling conflict, I would even go see the performance myself. Or to the junk the art buyers are just gobbling up downstairs. I'm a lot more interested in their creation. It's been some years since you last said you liked a particular piece. Right, let them be. It's just a shame. No matter how overwhelming a piece of art is in the beginning, can't compare to a magnificent death. The last explosives are in place. I will make the adjustments tomorrow to ensure everything goes as planned on the day of the ceremony. Thank you for everything you've done, Milos. For me. No thanks necessary. Do you know, Reyno, when you talked about destruction just now, your eyes are sparkling. Just like when you used to talk to me about creation. It's just similar, that's all. But it's more than enough to me. Who is it? Why now? It's fine. I'll go get it. Oh, big yawn. How's a single phone call taking so long? He won't shut up. Who is it? That captain. What does he want? What else could it be? The community. Whatever, give me the phone. Hello, Mr. Mateo. Yes, I'm very busy right now. If you need anything, we'll talk later. The man briskly hangs up the phone and rips the line out. It's pretty valid. So my goal is to get to... probably to here today. That's my goal. So I also have tomorrow. But if I finish early, I won't finish early. Let me not be crazy. Booker, is something the matter? Mr. Candela, the captain is growing restless. Reynolds toyed with him for so long, and he's restless only now. Man just sent word he's planning to use violence to deal with the street art community. Violence in my domain? Where did he find the guts? Some of the coalition government supports him. He has power to deploy all of the coalition's military resources within the city. Well, these bastards are certainly learning to extend their reach. Should we do something to stop this plan of his? Let's not for the time being. That art community's always been a whimsical bunch, making trouble for the city government. They'd be doing a favor if they managed to take out the problems over there. But you need to keep a close eye on them. Mateo's a short-sighted, greedy man. This much power in his hands, I doubt his intentions will stay all that pure. That aside, Miss Candela, will you be attending the Galeria Custawar's opening and ceremony in a few days? Another boy who loves looking for trouble. I'll pass. Have someone send a congratulatory gift. Please excuse me then. Wait a moment. I have something I need Ernesto to take care of for me. Remember to pass this on to him. Reynold, do you remember me? We met a few years ago. Yes, you're... Hold on, don't remind me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Mr. Norris, right? We bid on the same Minonian statue 3 years ago. Your excellent memory has left a profound impression on me. I kept talking about that statue that night. Even recalled the prior collectors who had owned the piece. Right, it's one of my qualities. Remembering just about everything. It's been a while, but you're changed a lot. You're much more like your father now that you've matured. It's too bad he left us all too soon before he could see that. All that I'm accomplishing now. Don't be sad, even if he isn't here to witness it. He's no doubt proud that his son's achievements are exceeding his own. Huh. Sure hope so. Mr. Kowalski, I've been looking for you. Hey, Chetty. How have you been? An Iberian fresco just made it to the exhibition hall downstairs. You've been going all across the world this past year collecting these masterpieces, haven't you? That was last year. This year I'm planning on buying as many Yanese ink wash paintings as I can. Didn't expect your investment outlook to change so quickly. You're getting the wrong idea, Raynal. It's not our outlook that's changing quickly, it's Mr. Chetty whose mind is changing all the time. Sounds like fun. He just remarried this year. From what I heard, the lady's very into ink wash paintings. On that note, let me get straight to the point, Mr. Kowalski. I want to get rid of those frescoes, and fast. Do you know a way to clear them out? Mary isn't keen to keep Catherine's collection. Should be able to facilitate that. I'll do what I can. Please, don't be so humble. You're Shizapan Kowalski's son. Years ago, your father took less than 2 weeks to round up all my... Another one? Oh, sorry, Mr. Raynal. I didn't know you were standing there. Time to bring out the band hammer again. I've banned, like, 5 people in the last 3 days. Tracy popular? Yeah, with bots apparently. They bring in all the bots? True. What's your problem, woman? Don't you see the 3 of us? Gentlemen, this is my bodyguard. I will reprimand her in a moment. Do you maybe need a change of clothes? Of course I do. I can't stand around drenched in wine. Please excuse me, gentlemen. Thanks for that. If one more person approached me there, I would have suffocated to death. No need to thank me. Just doing my job. Thought you wouldn't be here today. The art community's puppet show is tomorrow. Must be lots to take care of there. Our contract is still in effect. What a touching spirit of obligation. So, what about after it comes to an end? Where will you go? What's that on your back? My scars? Nothing to worry about. Just the price I paid for certain betrayals. Once the contract is over, we'll leave Dosilis and search for our lost teammates. In that case, I guess it's not likely we'll meet again. A stubborn employer like me, if it wasn't for the contract, you would have left long ago, right? I'm something of a troublesome employee, too. I'm pretty surprised that you've managed to put up with me all this time. Thank you for your help. I hope everything works out for you in the future, Mr. Raynal. You didn't bring me a gift, did you? Yeah, an album. I bought it from an artist at the community. The name here seems to ring a bell. Oh, I remember now. You wrote a 27-minute song last year just to curse at me. I didn't know that. I just thought that you should take a listen to his songs. No matter, no need to fret. I already got my revenge. What did you do? I bought out the rights to a fair number of his songs from his previous company. Then I gave them to the band he reviles most to cover. I'll leave the album here. If you want to listen to it, knock yourself out. If not, then so be it. That's dedication to do a 27-minute song on how much you hate a man. Yeah. He did indeed rip out the phone line when I called a few days ago. Kendrick Lamar, is that you? Please, give me a little more time. I'll do whatever it takes to get my hands on that plot of land. Our development project will move ahead as scheduled. Sir, I'm sure you know how loyal I am. It's not that I don't care, but this is a little tricky. Sorry, I brushed against the mic. The businessman who has the development rights there isn't being very cooperative. We can't go soft or hard on him, but it won't matter. I've tried going straight to the community myself, but the people there are tough to crack. We tried and failed. No, it's not an excuse. It's really where things stand right now. Besides, seems like there's another faction with the coalition government that's backing Raynal. I don't want to be rash here. Yeah, I'm incompetent for not having found anything on them. If this is why, if I may be bold, I'd like to ask if you have any, clues at all. Say, who wouldn't want to steal from the pie of your hands? No, I'm not questioning your position with the coalition at all. It's just a possibility. You want me to proceed without a care to this? Is this really okay if I offend anyone with these actions? Very well, say so. I'll betray your expectations. Captain, not even that gentleman knows who they are? He doesn't, but he also doesn't care. Give me the highest command in Dosilis, hinting that I must take care of this quickly. What about Candela? He says he'll take care of her. If we have his full support, then this will surely be solved without issue, but you don't seem very happy. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden so sleepy. Think about it. What kind of subordinate needs his superior's full support to finish something? A trusted one? Huh. It's a useless one, of course. was hoping to put out a great performance bringing this development plan to fruition. But now I'll probably just think of me as an idiot and needs to clean up my messes. Once we get that plot of land and all this is over, he might just not care anymore. EP time? True. EP time at almost 3 p.m. I wouldn't be so sure of that. He's got this kid working him, who's been rising in their ranks. Supposedly he's sending him here. Like back in kindergarten? True. If I don't want to be replaced, I have to do more than get my hands on that land. I need some extra accomplishments. You have any ideas? Of course. I've had this in mind for some time now. Reynolds just been jerking me around a lot like a fool. If I don't return the favor, it'll just make me a wimp. If I could swallow up his art museum too. There are 2 days until his opening ceremony. With this little time, looks like I'll have to take the cruelest, riskiest route for this. Weird. This is too weird. Ernesto, I saw the garage lights on. You haven't gone to bed? Arletta, come in. Still working on the community stuff? Everyone's been so busy the last couple of days. If only. Be so much more passionate. I'm working on repaying a favor. A favor from finding the medicine last time? Anything I can help you with? What are you talking about? No, it's a personal thing. Brother, don't try to do everything on your own. If you need me for anything, let me know before it's too late. Relax, it's nothing big at all. Just go get some rest. Whatever, you've always been like this, keeping just about everything to yourself. Never showing even a hint of what you're thinking. Nobody can help you at all. You're overthinking it, Arletta. How's this overthinking it? You keep acting like that, of course this is what I'm gonna think. I'm going. You get some rest soon. Big yawn. Instead of a deep breath, it was a big yawn. Letting you help out is the same as letting you get involved in this mess. Don't blame me for this one. Weird. Such a large shipment of explosives disappeared without a trace as soon as it entered the city. There's another shipment on the 28th and another one on the 3rd of next month. Also a few shipments of brewing ingredients around the same time. Is that how they made it in? The routes don't match up. There are 4 inspection checkpoints. There's no way they could have gotten through without being discovered. Unless the shipments were never going to be inspected in the first place. So precious that no one dared to check them. Luxuries, fine wine? That's not enough. Probably something that could easily fetch hundreds of millions of dollars. Ugh. I have to go check out this Galeria Kustawa. Ugh. What's going on? Been holed up here crying the whole time? Hasn't been on my side today. I came across all these weird transpositions. What's a bass clef? I'm a trumpeter. How was that composer thinking? It only occurred to me when the rehearsal began that my score has a long multi-rest with only a couple notes in between here and there. Is there a grace note above the rest? No, it's just a bunch of whole rests, the 100 measures in a row. I counted, all the way up. I realized I must have miscounted because I entered too soon. It's a very loud note. Everyone stopped and looked at me. Does whoever wrote the music know what a trumpet is? Get some rest. Tomorrow will be better. You sure? Our arts festival is tomorrow. I'm so nervous. You can't sleep. Mind helping me work on my draft? I thought you finished your draft a long time ago. Yeah, I did, but the app froze on me while I was unwrapping yesterday. While I was wrapping up yesterday. Went out for dinner, waiting for it to unfreeze, and by the time I got back... Stop it, that's enough. Say no more. Stop. Wait, stop. Stop moving around so much when you're clutching your head. Tablet's over there. gone. It's all gone. How come I'm so unlucky today? Report. The crossbowmen have the high ground. No one has spotted us. Standing by for orders. What a busy day this has been. What time is it? Good, still got time. I'll head to the city for a drink. Yow! I leave such a big rock in the middle of the road. So inconsiderate. What's with everything today? Things gone right. I gotta find a fortune teller tomorrow and do something about my rotten luck. I'm sorry about that, senor, but you'll have to go back. No one is allowed outside. Who are you? It's the right to stop me. And turn around, senor. Hey, who are you people? Who sent you? That's close enough, senor. Soon more soldiers in uniforms, all with stern expressions and ornaments, emerge from all the streets and alleys around them and surround the neighborhood. A few black trucks drive between them, churning a flurry of dust. The men start unloading the truck's contents masterfully. The sky may already be getting dark, but the objects they unload are shining brightly. They start to unfurl rolls of barbed wire in front of everyone, enveloping the whole community. What are you doing? Senor, this is just a routine fire inspection. No need to be alarmed. We will greatly appreciate your cooperation. -5. Done. Woo. -6. Pew. Techno. Papa, there's soldiers putting up barbed wire downstairs. Soldiers? What are they doing here? Showed us warrants. So they're here to investigate fire hazards. What? Is that something the military handles? Isn't this a job for those dumb civil servants? Techno. Take the elderly and children away from here. Go to Rhodes Island office and get Ernesto. Everyone else, come with me. Bring weapons. Don't count on getting a good night's sleep. I'm staying. You have Art's best of all of us. You're the only one I can trust to get them out of here. But... Techno. I'm giving you an important mission. Protect them all. At all costs. Okay, Papa. I'm gonna ask your purpose here. Diaz Gonzalez, I remember you. You came to Dawslis and became a firefighter after you left the Cygnus army. You fought fires for 5 years, putting yourself in danger countless times and earning just as many commendations. How did you fall so far as to end up in this stinking place? I'm a firefighter. It doesn't matter where I am. I'm always fighting fires. Fire in a luxury hotel is still a fire, and so is a fire in a back alley. If there's a fire, I can and will fight it. Huh, the way I see it. You're one of us, Diaz. I'm sure you'll cooperate, right? Enough. I know what it is you're scheming. Call us a fire safety inspection, but you're just trying to chase away. This is all in the interest of safety. You don't want to repeat of that disaster a couple of years ago, do you? Get out of here. I have things under control. You don't get to tell us what to do. Oh, that simply won't do, Diaz. This puppet show has drawn the eyes of the entire city. What happens here is more than just about you now. I'll make sure your show doesn't have an adverse effect on the public at large. Told you to get lost. Oh, you don't get it, do you? We're here to conduct an inspection. We came prepared. Alright, boys. Make sure you check every last one of them. Don't let any potential dangers slip through your fingers. Anyone who gets in the way of our inspection is endangering public safety. Show them no mercy. Yes, sir! Oh no, these thugs. Techno, I'm scared. Where are we going? Some bad guys forced their way into our neighborhood. It's not safe here. I'm taking you to Ernesto. What about the others? Are we just going to leave them here? Papa told me to look after you. He said he'd stay and take care of the rest. They're coming this way. We need to hurry. What's this about? Inspect all the puppets' power lines. If you find anything risky, tear them all out. Hey, it took me forever to put all these together. Leave those alone. Screw the others. I only look after myself. Out of the way, public nuisance. Come on, man, don't do this. Be reasonable. You're looking at half a year's work of blood, sweat, and tears. Don't ruin it. Please don't. I could give a crap how many months you put into this. I should lock you up right now for this flagrant violation of electrical safety. Stop. No. Enough with the wailing. Please don't. How is this place? Some kind of hideout? Didn't expect it to be this clean. So the puppets are right outside the window. Open them up and you'll see. Take a look. So much foam, and would they stuff them in? What if they were to catch fire? Tear them apart. Thugs, all of you. You should rot in hell. Oh, what a bunch of beasts. So thoughtless. Ugh. Boss! What are you people doing? Didn't I tell you to round them up and bring them to the field? Get the lead out. These people are putting up a struggle. It's difficult to get them under control. Follow my lead and start cracking skulls, you idiot. See? Look how calm he is now. Bastards! You bastards! Get them out of here. These puppets are huge. There's gonna be plenty of work taking them apart. We're almost out. Probably wouldn't expect us to come this way. Abuela, watch your step. The ground is slippery. Let me help you. Techno, will we ever come back? Of course, this is our home. It was meant to wear everything down if we come back. We just spent so much time to get everything back to how it was. I'll pay for that, I swear. When we get back, I'll help you put everything right. I promise. Quickly now, it's still a long walk to the office. Abuelita, I'll help you. Stay close, everyone. Alright. Techno? Ellie, come in, hurry. What are you guys doing here? Where's Ernesto? I need his help. He said he had something personal to take care of and went off on his own. He's still not back. Hila and I are the only ones here now. What's up? Coalition forces have surrounded the neighborhood. They're tearing down our puppet show under the guise of a fire inspection. Papa told me to bring everyone here to lay low. Techno? What's the situation over there now? I don't know, on their way here, all I could hear was the sounds of them breaking everything. A lot of people were crying, and I don't know if they were hurt or not. Those thugs. I need to go back. I'm worried about Papa. He was acting brave, telling me to leave and let him deal with the soldiers. But he's not nearly as strong as he used to be. He's old now, even if his tongue is still as sharp as ever. I have to go, Hila. Don't cry, Techno. We'll go with you. We'll help you. Doc here will stay and take care of the elderly and children. Don't worry about them. Ela, Techno's people here are all fine. They don't need me. It's the ones in that neighborhood who need my help. I'll go with you. These vents are way too long. Way too long. I'm covered in dust. Hi, Fira. You want cuddle? Come here. How is it, Doc? Can you get down? I have pretty broad hips. I think I'm stuck. Give me your hand, I'll pull you out. Hi, Fira. Oof. Hello, my love. Oh, little baby. The vents may be great for you guys to crawl around, but I have a hard time just squeezing myself into them. They have the space. They have the place completely surrounded. And they're covering the way we came out, too. The vents are our only path. There you go. Now you can lay here while I stream, and you can be with me. Fuse, give me a sit rep. It's more complicated than we thought. They have a large number of troops standing guard outside the neighborhood. I had to break off, but the explosives are in place. Ready to detonate. How is it looking outside the window? I don't know why she got an accent. How is it looking outside the window? There are way more men than I anticipated. I took everyone outside. Is anyone hurt? Yes. Then is anyone? No, don't worry. They're all alive. That's good to hear. Ela, there are snipers on the roof. We need to take care of them first. Doc, you and Techno stay here. Wait for a signal before you act. What are you looking for, Techno? A storage device. All of our design documents are stored on it. They destroyed our puppets, but as long as we have that, we can rebuild them someday. I'll help you look for it. Well, I thought I was just up here for a smoke. Didn't expect to come into a few sneaky must-beast. I'll deal with him. Go get the storage device. It's on the top shelf of that cabinet. Alright. Senorita, maybe you should let your friend take me on instead. A little girl like you can't land a finger on me. Oh, yeah? You shouldn't have taunted her. Didn't your mother ever teach you not to look down on people? Time to teach you a lesson. My leg! Little girl. Little girl because I'm short. My nose! Little girl. Vetala... ala... shingida. Ugh. Dealt with him. Did you find the storage device? Bad news. There's nothing on top of the cabinet. Someone took the device. Who could have taken it? You can stop glaring at me, Senor Diaz. I asked you to cooperate with us. You only have yourself to blame for all these wounded. Huh! You didn't drop the act. Who are you trying to fool? Hold him down. Oh, fearsome fellow. If I didn't have my men here, you might have actually cut me down. Huh. Afraid I have some bad news. Our inspection turned up a lot of serious hazards. Especially those puppets. Once activated, they could have a serious adverse effect on the whole neighborhood's energy supplies, maybe even the surrounding neighborhoods. So I gathered all of you here to give you a warning. Who sent you? There are plenty of people who think fondly of this place. And just as many who want to get rid of us. All they ever do is come at us. They don't spare a thought to what we do. I can't see, Fira. Black on the screen. Once you're there, your top priority is to destroy those puppets. And do it in full view of everyone. Cut off water, electricity, drive them out of the place.
That comes later. For now, we provoke them, anger them, and then draw the fires of their fury where they must burn. We're waiting there for good news.
There, you can stay right here. Yeah, you can hold my hand.
Except him. Except that man. Would you like to ask if you already figured it out? Is this all of them? Do it. The moment the officer gives the order, the soldiers standing by swarm in. Puppets' bodies are rapidly torn apart. Their materials and internal wiring scattered all across the ground until only the heads lean against each other. Their once swift pupils fall from their eye sockets, exposing the torn wiring inside. There's a deafening silence among the assembled crowd. Many choose to look away, unable to bear witness to this atrocity. Only Diaz looks on without so much as a blink. His eyes are full of fury. Alright, I found this. Storage device on one of your shelves? Had a man check it for me. Your design documents are here, along with a bunch of other things. You destroyed enough already. Did you spare us this? We have to eradicate all threats, Senor Diaz. An almost inaudible weeping could be heard in the crowd. Even a man as headstrong as Diaz is unable to keep his eyes stony. Give that to me, you thug. Who's there? Out of the way. Oh no, she snatched it. What are you idiots doing? Who let this punk in here? Caesar. You. Stop resisting and hand that over. Let go of me. Trying to use arts. Hand it over. In your dreams. You dare kick me? The officer, after getting a kick in the face from Techno, angrily shoves her to the ground and attempts to snatch the device back. But the Dern keeps a tight grip on it throughout the whole ordeal. After multiple fruitless attempts, the officer gives up. He stands up expressionlessly, and stomps violently on Techno's clenched fist. Again and again until his soul is dyed solid crimson. Still won't let go, huh? I won't. Take it from me, if you can. The moment he lifts his knee again, a red beam shines in the roof of a building up above, a small red dot landing on his forehead. Try stomping her again. If you want to know what it feels like to have 3 bullets enter your body at the same time, go ahead. What took you so long? If I die, I'd die if I leapt from the 4th floor of a building. Huh. Take your men with you, sir, all of them. We'll have more than bullets waving hello. Fine, we completed our objectives. No reason to waste any more time with you. Notify all units we're pulling out. What are you doing, Vera? You're being a little crazy lady. Miss Ela, what brings you here? Where's Raynal? He's playing golf on the balcony. Wait, Miss Ela. This is his balcony? Rich man? My apologies. The shot just now hit you. Why are you so angry? Something happened in Diaz's community yesterday. Something happened? What do you mean? Haven't you heard? Their arts festival performance has been ruined. Why does this sound like an accusation? Milos asked me to persuade the community to push back their performance so that it doesn't conflict with your opening ceremony. Right, I asked Milos to talk to you about it. So you think that because you weren't able to because you weren't amendable to their proposal, I asked someone else to do this? I saw Milos talking to that captain several times when I was your bodyguard. His drug warehouse is under your name. Looking at it now, your relationship isn't nearly as tense as it seemed. He's even on your ceremony's guest list. Had my suspicions that I didn't investigate, but now that this happened, I have to work out what's going on. Tell me, Miss Ela, did you come to me with a prejudiced answer? No prejudices here. I just wanted to hear your explanation. No, my communication with that man is not about cooperation. It's to watch him play the fool. So many have come up short when working against that community. I was thinking he too would get a taste of his own medicine at their hands. What? It's the truth. Doesn't matter if you believe me or not, but I didn't order him to do this. Maybe you didn't intend for this to happen. But did you think of the consequences beforehand? You sent a leader of armed forces to deal with a bunch of unarmed civilians. I never expected this to. Or maybe you never cared. You built this extravagant museum for the sake of your ego. Is that not enough? Why do you keep harassing people that have nothing to do with you over and over again? Why? Do you really need any of this to prove yourself? Enough, Miss Ela. It's time for you to leave. Mr. Milos, I'm meaning to ask, how can you stand spending so much time around this monster? Get out. Enough, Miss Ela. If you insist on making someone the mastermind of this tragedy, then let's say you just have the man. It's time for you to go. The man turns and stands firm, ignoring Ela. He shifts his center of gravity, twists his shoulders inward, and swings his club elegantly. The golf ball draws an arc in the sky, and although it should have landed roughly a meter from the hole, it changes its trajectory mid-air and slips into the hole. Ela picks up a golf ball from the basket, and lifts it up under the sun. I noticed it a while ago. Doesn't matter how strange your trajectory is, your shots always land in the hole. Mr. Milos is the man closest to Mr. Raynal. Can you tell me why? Have you ever tried a single drive on your own merit, Raynal? Ever tried to draw a real curve in the sky? Many times. How did they go? It's exhausting. There are no holes in the grass. It's futile exercise. Oh, that's too bad. Ela lets out a sigh and throws the golf ball in her hand. It tumbles in the grass for several revolutions before slowly drifting into the hole. How did it go? Is it done? Good. Even the timing of the evacuation was perfect. This time you've executed something so beautifully since I came to Dosilis. This is the first time. Those four? Don't worry about them. Didn't you put that punk out of commission? The whole community must be furious now. They can't stop them. Now hurry up and get back here. They still have bigger fins to fry. Once this is dealt with, it'll be smooth sailing for both you and me. What do you mean half the force? We use all the forces at our disposal. So make or break everything. Get it together. Right. Send everyone back to Galeria. Have them stand by for orders. The more the better. Cost is no object when compared to the potential profit. One last thing. Remember to send a couple smart, gilb-tongued, fast runners to get those in the community riled up. We wouldn't want them to flame out disappointingly. Phew. El Captain breathes a long sigh. Although the stage and seats have been set up outside the Galeria for its opening ceremony, there is hardly anyone in attendance yet. Huh? This is so boring. I thought there'd be something warming up the party if I got here earlier. Still a few hours to go. Nobody's here yet. We didn't have to rush over. Huh. What are you laughing about? It might just be a surprise for getting here early. Actually, I could potentially finish today with the way I'm going. That was heavy-handed of them. This is all I can do right now. It may be difficult for you to perform more precise tasks with the right hand in the future.
Precise tasks?
Like writing or painting. Sorry.
It's not your fault.
Remember to come get your wound redressed tomorrow. If only I'd gotten down there just a minute sooner. Don't blame yourself. People here are much faster and physically capable than us. It's not easy to give chase. I know that, but the officer did it right in front of me.
Ayla, you're back. What did Reynolds say?
He didn't order this, but that doesn't mean he's totally unrelated. What do you mean? Are you defending him? Randall contracted the captain and told him that as long as he could take care of the troublesome elements in the community, that he would get the development rights in the neighborhood.
How is that not giving him the order?
But he also told me that his goal was to see the captain make a fool of himself for offending him. He knows the people of the community are capable. Why doesn't he come take a look at what happened to this place himself then? How could he say that? Calm down, Kateb. Even if I could calm down, what about the people in the community? Go take a look outside. How are they supposed to calm down once they hear Reynolds' excuse? The four of them feel a tremendous sense of despair as they walk amongst the crowd. The members of the community sit despondent on the sides of the street. All of them look as though their souls have been sucked away. Once this was where they poured their enthusiasm, hard work, and inspiration. There's nothing left here now. Looking around, some are slowly lifting their heads up to stare with blank expressions on each other's faces. But more of them simply sit there, unsure of what else to do.
Ayla.
Techno? I'll walk the empty road on the boulevard of broken dreams. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I walk alone. Anyways. Is it Raynal? Is it that bastard who sent the coalition assholes to lay waste to our hard work? Just for the sake of his opening ceremony? Techno. There are a few things we need to confirm first. But I don't think... You don't think what? You used to be his bodyguard, of course you're making excuses for him. An eye for an eye, I say. You should take to his Galeria. Have everyone bring what's left of the festival. Once we're there, we'll smash that bastard Reynolds' Galeria with. You don't think that makes us look too weak?
Weak? What else do you want us to do?
You should be charging Galeria to make Reynolds and his secretary pay for this with their blood. There's someone in the crowd fanning the flames. Looks like somebody wants this escalated. Everyone, please calm down. But we probably can't take them on. I've had a bad back for years. I can't do violence. Me too. I have a herniated disc. The only thing I can hurt anyone with is my sincerity. My body doesn't stand a chance. Well, I've trained for a few years, but I got homophobia. Maybe things haven't gotten quite that intense just yet. Can't be this spineless, can we? Are we just gonna sit and do nothing after all they did to us? It doesn't sit right with me. Why is his opening ceremony allowed to go on after they destroyed our arts festival? Papa, what do you think? Come, get your things. We're going to that glass building. We aren't actually going there to fight, are we? Mr. Diaz, wait. No, I'm telling you, bring your sound equipment and instruments. Well, that's our venue, so we'll use Reynolds' Galeria. And they don't want to see us dancing? We'll make them watch us dance. Massive roar goes off. The crowd is suddenly riled up, like a pile of dry haze set alight by a match. What do we do now? Let's start by keeping an eye on them. Did we get the job done? No idea, but either way, they're We're going to the Galeria. Report, the must beasts have emerged from the hole. Senor, where do I put this vase? Oh, that goes to the expedition hall number 3. Gracias. You're going the wrong way. Number 3 is that way. Pardon, I'm new here. Searched almost the entire museum. Got heavy security detail everywhere except this area. Racked my brains for so long, but none of the ideas got me inside. Damn it. Even though all the leads pointed me here. Someone's coming. The opening ceremony is about to start. Senor Milos requested everyone to leave the Galeria and attend the opening ceremony in the plaza. What? Even us? It was clear that not a single one of us is to stay in here. Alright, let's go, Hermanos. Manos. Strange. Reynold's making everyone go to his conference? What's he trying to do? This place doesn't seem all that special either compared to the other places. Maybe... Ernesto takes out a few glass balls from his pocket and places them gently onto the ground, although they should normally be stationary on a flat surface. They all begin to roll in the same direction. The floor is slightly slanted. Just as I thought, here's a secret door. Let me guess, maybe this unremarkable painting? The conference will start in 2 hours, and some early arrivals are already seated. Have you decided on what you're talking about during the ceremony? It doesn't matter. It's all to buy us time anyway. Just pick something from the proposals we got. That CVAP thing looks good to me. And that will we use for the background picture of the presentation. Painting from the Galeria? He's a picture of Mateo. If you humiliate him like that, knowing him, he'll likely have an outburst. Why are you worried? I invited him exactly because I wanted to humiliate him. Besides, do you think I care about his tantrums after all this time? His rage is nothing compared to the despair those below will feel when the Galeria explodes. The wealth that was invested into this place and the money-grubbing ambitions of the artist markets. It's all going up in one big explosion. That worthless trash sold at astronomical prices. Grotesque creations with their expressions and messages warped. True art left untouched in storage, only ever to see the light of day when resold. Look at what those greedy men have done to them. All these pieces will at last find a proper home in the flames. The art market will be in chaos in the next few years. It's what I want. Every time those investors think back on this day, they'll shudder and quake. They'll see the true value of the arts never again to be mere merchandise for trading. And the artists who suffer it will finally be free of this market madness. It's a shame my mother and the old bones aren't here. Reynol, come sit with me a little, Milos. Let's wait for tomorrow together. It's so dark. There's not even a little bit of light here. Good thing I brought a flashlight. That's a lot of explosives. What is this? The flashlight's beam. Ernesto finds packaging bags scattered across the hidden room's floor. The flammables inside are neatly placed against the wall. They're piled on top of another, reaching all the way to the ceiling. Oh my gosh! Hello, hello. A second Twitch baby? What does that mean? Oh, I get it now. 18 months. I get it now. That's incredible. Thank you so much for 18 months. Wow. I can't believe that. I think that was the after. Or was that be the before? We'll check if that was the after. Thank you so much. I'm excited to run D&D for you. Yes, I did already read this. I reached 1 year and 2 babies? Wow. Today is truly momentous. Ugh. Happy to play, gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. Reno really knows how to grind gears. Perfectly good art gallery opening, and he has to hold it late at night. And I'm stuck here waiting for it to... Now I'm stuck here waiting it to finish in the morning. Ugh. Sure. But Reynolds gonna show us something totally out there, don't you? Why the all-nighter or otherwise? Whatever. Just looking forward to the Street Art Community Festival anyway. And they aren't cancelled for no reason. I've got nowhere else to be.
Reynolds taking the joke too far. Keeping the concrete details of this opening ceremony secret even from higher-level partners like us. Harumph. I suppose playing to the gallery is his literal job.
Concrete. You think of a joke that manages to drive off half of Terra's art investors, scrambling to our Bunker Hill City HQ the way they have for Galeria Kristowa, and then I'll hear you whine.
Yes, sir.
There's Kazmirian on the brochure. Wonder if his salon really will get a painting or two of mine sold. This isn't Lothian, it's all about your story, whether or not it's enough to excite the investors. Didn't you say to leave all that work to you? I kept telling you, dye your hair, learn some profanity, dressed in tatty clothes. Call yourself a rebel against the rotten system and nobility, and they'll eat it right up. But you won't do any of that, so what can I even say? I'll give you one last tip. It can't be to rebel spirit. But there's people who still like the down and out, noble as a cell. Whether or not it's enough to get investors stirring, it all comes down to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. Our opening ceremony is about to commence. Repeat, ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. Our opening ceremony is about to commence.
That's concrete, baby.
Reynolds saunters up to the podium, erected in Galeria's front plaza. That was the worst time for me to have to take a breath. He calmly surveys the crowd before him a few times, especially those in seats closest to him. He confirms to himself that they have all expected have shown up, and then clears his throat. Yeah, I have a new mic now. Is it good? It was on sale, so I decided I would invest. No, it's terrible. Okay, good to know. Bring back old Tracy. You liked laptop mic? Sounds like a million times better. Okay. That's good. I like the stance for laptop mic. That's very fun. Then clears his throat. Everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Please take your pick depending on when you usually sleep. Woo, Renal! Thank you to everyone who applauded. And thank you to those who didn't. You have, after all, sacrificed your own precious sleep hours to admire this magnificent dawn with me, here in the City of Two Suns. Huh. Thank you for your warm welcome. Thank you for joining me, as together we make history. A small part of it, for sure, and possibly of no note to ages far from now. But to all of you here, it'd be one you will remember to the rest of your lives. I love how, anxious and kind of upset the clapping seems. It's not like an enthusiastic clap, it's just like an, okay. What a smooth talker. I like the music, though. God save Bolivar and God save Docilis. Our tourists fork out money with their brains full of air, and the future of this city is one and the same. Mano, you need some fresh lyrics. Let me accompany you. I'll write you something a bit more topical. I mean, if I were in their position, I'd just tell him to shut up. Fair enough. He booked it at, nearly midnight, I think. And everybody's like, please just let me sleep. God save Coalition. God save Kowalski. The army brass get in bed with all our slumbering millionaires. On the night when the freak nightmare beast comes to play. Interesting lyrics there. Is that the guy who wrote the 27-minute diss track for Kowalski? For Reynold? That'd be kind of funny. Everyone, welcome to Dosilis. Welcome to Galeria Kustawa. Before we get to the main course, I'd like to introduce you all to this event that marks this new age. I'm sure not all of you are for the Galeria or for the opening ceremony. I'm sure a lot of you are sitting there thinking, this is just some forced antic by Casimirian Failson. You'd probably care for something more lucrative. So I have it laid out here before you to satisfy your curiosity and greed. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring out your personal terminals and raise them high in the air. Oh, they're excited now. You proclaim yourselves individuals of refined and discerning taste. You keep up with the trends. Profitable terminals, or portable terminals, an invention to stand with the greats. An escape for people from the guilt of wasted time, bringing news to every corner of every city, connecting them all together as one. And it's on this rich future vein that I'm willing to build a drilling platform in the name of art, and stuff your wallets full with golden coins and crisp paper bills that gushes forth. It is with great pomp and circumstance that I introduce you to this groundbreaking invention, which will soon make waves throughout the intercity net. The Collector's Virtual Art Piece Project. Groundbreaking.
Bro, how come I've never seen you before?
What are you talking about? I live right upstairs from you. Oh, you're that one guy, Pisto? Yeah, you got it. Didn't you go to get treated, though? Who cares? Doesn't getting treated give Reynold the right to storm into our neighborhood and wreck our shit?
Damn straight. How about it? Let's head over to that gallery and throw a real party. Should we go big?
No, duh, we go big.
Now you're talking. We can't give a guy like that a single inch.
Trust me, I'm in a Hawaiian shirt. That means I'm cool.
Collector's virtual art piece? This is what you did with our capital?
Think about it. Soon, some artists will cease to work in paints and brushes. They'll sit before their terminals, creating works for the intercity net that you'll be able to... What? Oh... Yeah, is this NFTs? Wait a minute. Creating works for the intercity net that you'll be just as able to invest in. He's selling NFTs. I can't take any painting in the Galeria collection. Or I can take any painting in the Galeria's collection. Make a one-for-one copy of it on the intercity net. And you'll be able to see every detail in your terminals whenever you want. No one will be able to steal or duplicate the painting. All rights to the virtual artwork will lie with you. Sell it, destroy it, it's all up to you. I can't do this with the voice. I can't believe that we're going into NFTs.
This is blasphemy against art.
What was that? Blaspheming against art? What that grizzled big-bellied investor beside you? If you want blasphemy, well, he is the master. People don't care what creators conceive or convey. You just want the rights to the interpretation in your greasy grip to easily manipulate prices against market trends. Oh wait, is he okay? This is only okay if he's using making NFTs to show that millionaires will spend their money on anything but real art. If that's what it is, then I'm okay with that. Pretty much? Okay, cool.
You have to do the same thing, and so does your father.
When have I ever tried to claim that the Shizapan Kowalski is not blasphemy against art? I know at a glance the man beside you eagerly agreeing with everything you say is desperate for you to beg others to blasphemy against his art, only for another prettier penny, isn't he?
You're mad.
Well, it's also more like they collect art just for the sake of collecting art rather than appreciating for what it is. Yeah, that's fair. Is arguing with the audience part of his opening ceremony? He made a name for himself as a maverick. Can't deny that, can you? Can you, sir? Well, how dull. All he knows is fiddling with the terminals. I'm surprised his bunch isn't any better, hypocrites. El Captain covers the ominous glint in the corner of his eye, puts on an expression of indifference before anyone can cotton on to him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to present the very first batch of CVAPs in all of Terra. Beneath the podium, the crowd hushes for a spell. They've all had ample taste of Raynol's zero amenity to reason, but a man without reason is still a man, one who naturally wants to maintain the privileged life he enjoys. To put it another way, he needs the money to. The issue is the difference, and the difference is that the layperson who abides by the rule makes money in ways that everyone can accept, and be amicable while doing it. The unreasonable sod, however, has a nasty habit of looking down on the rest while churning their cash. But no matter, as long as the sod still seeks money, the layperson will always find a chance to pick up every last scrap of the madman's innards clean.
Sir, what should we do?
Let's see how this plays out. See what collectibles he can wheel out for us. The intercity net isn't enough to sustain a new field of investment, but there's a chance this madman can strike some actual treasure.
Gotta drink a bit of my drink. 'Cause that's what you do with the drink. We've got ways to get whatever we want anyhow. Nah, he ain't cooking with this one. These pieces brim with kindness and hospitality, brightness and sheer beauty. I've come to feel during my time in Dosilis, and so they possess the geist of commemoration, one to forever elude compassion. I proudly present to you all, El Captain Mosto. Are those all Mateo NFTs? Are they specifically of Mateo? He specifically made NFTs with Mateo to make him more mad.
How is this worth anything?
You're out of your mind. A rich kid with brain rot. It's over. It's all over. There's no art salon here. What do I paint for a living? Wait, bro. A virtual art piece or whatever, that one. I think Reynold based it on you? Me? Oh, Captain stands himself up. First looking at the terminal in his hand, then at the show screen. Finally at Reynold, whose line of sight meets his. Captain Mateo, in light of how jolly our first meeting was, I have one more gift for you here. You're going to be the model for the first CVAP in the entire history of Terra. Come pick one, I'd be glad to grant it to you free of charge. All eyes in the venue land on El Captain. He does not immediately respond to Raynal. His first order of business is one more glance at his terminal. Finally, he sees the news he's been waiting for this entire time. No need, Senor Raynal. Keep it for yourself. So sorry, everyone, but I have urgent news to announce. Who are you? I'm a representative of the Bolivarian Coalition government in Dosilis, Senor. Latest news indicates a terrorist threat targeting the gallery is imminent. I'm asking you all to follow my instructions to get to safety. Reliable information suggests the rioters are charging at our location this very moment. Do please follow the soldiers under my command to shelter in the gallery. Uh-oh. Wait, no, don't shelter in the gallery. That's where the bombs are, you idiot. Vague on the horizon are a notable number of silhouettes, seemingly charging for the Glaria, apparently emerging with an indistinct, jumbled chorus of singing. Come with me, senor. No, I need to find Candela and... Now, you grab him. Sir. Let's go, Raynal. Mr. Mateo, you really have furnished my opening ceremony with a tremendous surprise. Man. Well, you know how I'm away. Off to his favorite balcony to watch the sunrise. I'll have a talk with him later. Oh, and also, I'm gonna make him climb the stairs himself. Status? We managed to intimidate, convince the majority to accept our arrangements. We're relocating them to the Glaria Kustawa interior now. There's a few troublemakers unwilling to listen to us, you see. Troublemakers? There's a majority inside and want blades against their throats. See if they've the stomach to make trouble then. Sir. But the street art people. They'll be here in a few minutes. Our plants there have succeeded in instigating them. Now we just have to wait for them to reach the plaza and carry out their atrocities. And they'll substantiate the terrorist attack claim. Dawn is coming. We need to hurry. The gallery's just after the turn there. Yeah, can't wait to give Reynold a shock. I like it. We'll smash up his gallery and loot every last piece of stupid crap in there. Huh? What's your deal? What? What's my deal? Didn't you say we're gonna go big? I said go big. I meant we were gonna turn his gallery doorstep into our own arts festival. Completely flip Reynold's opening ceremony. What was your idea of going big? Whatever. I'll go see out ahead. Techno.
What's up?
That guy there said he lives above me, but I'm not buying it.
Go on. What's up?
Hawker's jaw drops open. He points a finger at the gallery front plaza just as to turn away. There's a podium there, and seats, and even jackets left on those seats by the audience. But not one person is present. Not one. Another one? 2? 3? Oh my gosh! Why are there so many? Oh my gosh, I need sanity potion. I need sanity potion. There's like literally like 10 of them. What the frick? Hey, can somebody message Sanity Potion in the Discord and see if he can help me? Oh my gosh. Block. Report. Bot. Oh my gosh, I've never had this many. Okay, that's 2. And they all just came at once. Okay, I'm sorry for the little delay I'm having here. I have to ban 10 block and report 10 people. Oh my gosh. I get 2 subscriptions today. That doesn't mean I need all of this. I have 2 left. goodness. That was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I've had 10 bots in this stream. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I'm gonna get back to reading. Now that I have, murdered several bots. That was the -2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We might finish today, actually, which would be kind of cool. Sir, all ceremony attendees are under control now. Reynold has been secured on his balcony. Good. Are reinforcements in position? Yeah, the word count for this event is really low by Arknight standards these days. Yeah, that's fair. This one and the one before, I feel like we're both really short. 15 trucks are parked outside the gallery perimeter. You don't need me to tell you what to do next. Sir, remember to tell those Weisses not to wreck the art as they load it onto the trucks. If anyone damages a single piece, take a finger off them. Roger. Oh, also, don't forget to confiscate the terminals off of these pampered shits. And any belongings they have on them, I'm assuming we also... Huh, you get it. I like that. I don't care about how you handle the people, but the art is a feather touch on that. Yeah, I still need Senor Reynold about something. I'm gonna be getting like 15 emails about all the reports that I freaking made. We've actioned on your report. We've actioned on your report. I've heard the next two are really story heavy, so consider this one a warm-up. Okay. Alright. I'm cool with that. Morning. Nice view of the sunrise. So you're far too cultured for that. I should be asking you if it's beautiful, no? Silent treatment. You think you're any safer for it, you're gravely mistaken. Let's get on the topic, which is that I have no topic for you. All you need to do is sit there and behave and act like you're the victim of a terror attack. That's what you're casting me as. Look at that, you do have a mouth. Sorry, my fault. I thought you'd seen through something or other. And I thought a little more. No, this is just a coincidental, idiotic concoction of a man blinded by greed. Yeah, they are. Best to review your lore knowledge? Okay, alright. Because I know we have an Ulpanis event, which will be Seaward. And then the other ones that I know of seem more main story focused, which I'm not caught up on the main story, so I'll have to start recording those videos. Now that I have a mic. How about that? Upstanding airs a moment ago, and now you're starting to lose your temper. No, I have no complaints at all regarding this coincidence. Because I've come to see it for what it is. Simply the finishing touch on my final creation. Of course, because it was a coincidence, not your intention. I think Lady Luck before you, Captain. Excellent. Now shut up. Sir? Sir? What, intruders? No, actually, it's... Better talk inside.
Papa, did we get the date wrong or what?
Impossible. Look at the scene. The crowd was here just moments ago. Something happened.
So someone saw us and reported to Reynold and he ran back inside the gallery?
This isn't Reynold's MO. Supposing he did know we were coming, he might be outraged or excited, but he'd never turn tail and run.
So what is this? Huh? A terminal. Is that mine?
Hello?
Hello, Ernesto.
Speaking.
How's it going? Getting somewhere with your personal business?
Arletta, notify the street art people not to go near the Galeria. At least for today.
What? Why?
They've planted a huge amount of orniginium explosives in there. Ready to blow at any time.
Orniginium what?
Arletta. I don't like the sound of that laugh. Where are you?
Me, Elis gang, Techno, Diaz, the artists. Everyone's in the plaza in front of the gallery right now.
So why don't you get out of there fast?
Sorry, bro, but I've got a few questions for you, too. Ernesto, why are you this clued in? Where are you? Cool, got it. Tell me every last piece of information you have, Ernesto.
Arletta.
Or else I'm going to save you like I don't know a damn thing.
Pillow Toodle. I told you make sure your men don't wreck the artwork and you proceed to ruin one personally? Sir, just hear me out. Inside that picture I broke, there was an orniginium bomb. A what? It's not even the only one. I spotted a suspicious wall and the staircase like it was freshly plastered over, which didn't seem right. So you broke the wall down? There was bombs there too? Not bombs, they were detonation controller nodes. Which means there's more than one detonator. I mean, more explosives than we know. That's what you're casting me as? I literally just read this, but okay. I thought you'd seen through something or other, but then I thought a little more. No, this is just coincidental and idiotic concoction of a man blinded by greed. Sir, these things could level the whole gallery, and we don't even know how they detonate. Be manual or timed. Let's load us everything as fast as we can. Take the cash off the rich guys and call it here. You ready to just walk away? Bombs are inside the gallery. Ready or not is not the question here, sir. We won't pull us off. We'll be public enemies of the Klish and government indulges us. All we have to do is run. They won't catch us. Run where? Into the wilds? And a couple 100 gold certificates to each man and disband? What have we been risking our lives for then? No, sir, I'm serious. If worse comes to worse, we can ditch the country as mercenaries or bandits. Bandits? I'm just supposing. My point is, we don't have to play along with Reynolds' insanity. Fine, I get it. Who else knows this? Only me. I haven't dared tell anyone else. I was worried the news would panic the men, so I came straight to you. Very well done. Yeah, tell them they can stop hauling. Clean the curios downstairs of every last drop of their grease, and then we'll be back immediately. Thank you. Also, stop losing your head. Speak calm, walk slow. Let them see a single crack, you hear me? Soldier about faces, and breaks into a run for the stairs. Suddenly comes the sound of a bowstring. He has no time to look back before a heavy bolt pierces straight through his back and protrudes from his chest. Oh, we got our first death! My boy. Just so much loyalty, so much preparation, so many decisions. So many points of no return. You go off to be a bandit? I lost my chance to turn back. So did you. A terrorist attack collage.
Mr. Reynolds set up the bombs. Captain took the crowd hostage. Neither of them seemed to know what the other was up to. That's what Ernesto tells me anyway.
They're both insane.
Yeah, both of them are crazy. Need to prep for the worst case scenario. The hostage prioritized above all else on all accounts. Let's hash out a concrete plan of actions. We've got 5 names to our side. Yana, Doc, Fuse, me, and Rhodes Island Catapult. Count me in too. Yes, sir. Don't forget my past life. Besides, it's not just that Reynolds bastard trapped in there. It's not just the investors either. Many ordinary folk. I have to go.
Papa.
And try talking me out of it. I'm going.
Who's talking out? I'm going too.
You? You and the others can forget it. It's dangerous in there.
Come on, Papa. Think about it. Sure, we've never been firefighters, but otherwise, we've been thinking everything you're thinking, no? Guys, listen to me. We're about to rescue everyone in the Galeria. This is entirely voluntary. Everyone who's in, step forward and listen to Ela. If you don't want to go, no pressure. Head back to the neighborhood. In case Mateo makes a move for our community screws us before he's down for good.
What do you think? You going? I don't want to die. I'll be real. I'm not going. Well, the picture's still waiting for me to take them. Kinda want to see those art investors piss their pants in fear. It's tasteless. Tasteless? Pants pissing, no good show. What I want to see is the art Reynold bought. Thought you'd have to cough up tickets for Reynold to see the goods, but changes things if we're going in to save them anyway. I mean, if you're gonna... What are you pulling out Reynold's pamphlet for? This? Larry Costabo's Exhibition Hall 2. Exhibition Hall 14. An anonymous Minonian bard's manuscript from the night before the Sargonian Minos. How could such a beautiful poem, such a precious manuscript, end up bought by Reynold? I learned Minonian just for this one poem. I'll recite it for you right now. Bother, it's all Minonian to me. The heck are you crying for? And I just think about the bard's bitter fate. And I think about that manuscript, and I think about me. I'm going is what I am. Even if the bombs blow me up, when I see it, it'll be worth it. I have to go. Considering the number of hostages, like the majority of people evac the ones we can rescue. Best to leave HVT, suppression, and explosive disposal work to us. Catapult. Is Tequila on comms right now?
I got him.
Mr. Tequila? Yes, Eli. Don't tell me you're crashing the Galeria with Arletta. It's dangerous in here. We're the ones you hire to deal with this sort of thing, sir. Catapult says you're trapped in a dark room on the east wing 3rd floor of the gallery, and the room is filled with explosives. Seeing how lively it is downstairs, there should be plenty of people shut in there, correct? Yes. So happy how much tequila I've gotten. Are the captain's men in there? Have they noticed the bombs? They should be there, but it's too noisy. I can't quite make anything out. Hold on. Tequila? 2 soldiers passed by the darkroom entrance just now. They were discussing how to load the art onto their trucks. You did tell me, and I'm like, yay, tequila. Good. That's what we'll build our plans around.
Say, is something this small really gonna blow up whoever's in there? Blowing up the Galeria's glass walls is one thing, but we're talking about the warehouse that Mateo used as his command node. Who knows if he's patched up the walls here?
If you need a bot slayer, I can help with. I'm not busy. Oh, that sounds kind of nice. Let me see. Is there a way I can...
I don't know how to do it. I did it once, and then I forgot how to do it.
I'll figure it out. I'll probably make you a mod for when Sanity Potion is not here. I didn't think I'd need multiple mods. I didn't realize how bad the bots are. Of course it will.
But okay, you're repelled outside the second floor. You're still standing against a wall. Shouldn't you bust a window and throw these things in?
You hear something just now? It was like donk, donk, donk. Except it was 5 donks. 3. Who gives a damn if it's 3 or 5? Doesn't matter, we can die of old age holding this bunker if we want. Those idiots in the plaza can do is stand around drooling. I heard a notification, but I didn't see it. If it was a new follow, thank you. I didn't see it at all, unfortunately. It might have just been my command finally registering that I got a subscription. That's also a possibility. Deployed. Time to pull back. A string of explosions Explosions rings out of the building. Catapult's jaw hangs slack as she stares at Fuse. About to offer a word of admiration, Fuse shakes his head at her. And then from inside the room, an even more violent explosion. The cluster charge has ignited the explosions cache within. Ela, this is Fuse. We should have the hostiles from the perimeter defense coming out now. Get ready to engage. And Catapult, it's about time we move.
Don't you think the explosions already would have knocked him out?
Never assume your enemy's an idiot, even if he really is. Incoming! Incoming!
Are you some kind of genius?
Not a million years. What I have is training, intel, synergy with my teammates, and just a pinch of technology. It's that simple.
-7, end. We got 4 things left to read.
We're getting this done today. We're getting this done, folks. Tomorrow's stream will be maybe a little goody two-shoes. Maybe I play little goody two-shoes tomorrow then if I finish this. Fuse. Set rep? Clear. Defenders are pretty lazy. 0 guard against us storming them. And we didn't give them time to notify their superiors. Good work. Time to begin the siege. It'll be a Rainbow 6. Whatever the frick. Everyone, we have to act quickly. Don't get sloppy and don't give the defenders any time to react. Let's go. Did you hear something out there just now? An explosion? I think so. No way those lunatics actually came crashing in. For what? To rescue Raynal? No more hallucinating. Catch. This one's some sort of Yanese porcelain. Might smash with a single bomb. Careful. You almost smashed it along with the entire display case just now. You turn around and tell me. By the way, didn't our leader break that vase thing and say he was going upstairs to report to El Captain? How come he's still not back? Probably still climbing the stairs just like the first time we came. We're just talking with El Captain about giving these things a home. Maybe they've even figured out how much each of them is pocketing. Grenade out. That was a really good transition. They like transitioned the background really nicely. No hostages in the room. Take out the defenders. Hell, you guys? Don't wimp out. The rapid fire doesn't pack enough punch. I'm not scared. I just want to find somewhere safe to call for reinforcements. Don't even think about it. A decent shot. Shame your charges just now were too weak. Took less than that. Took less from that than the slug bite. How about now? Wait, you're the attackers? You must be crazy to seriously. Of course we're serious. Oh, what's that thing you say? Clear? Nice work. But give us a heads up next time. Doc, Iana, keep moving per Tequila's directions to bulk up the hostages. To the bulk of the hostages. Hostage safety is priority number 1. This canonically proves that the average Arknights inhabitants are lead bullet resistant. It's true. They said that they, were a higher constitution or whatnot. They're, more strong in general. No rash action in a bad situation. I'll lead the others to sweep the first floor of the defenders. Then we'll rendezvous with you. Copy. Diaz, Tegna, let's go. Diaz? Look at all this art. All it is throwing a javelin at my Nonian statue. This one's a pure gold, gilded enamel revolving base from Jan. A manuscript from the great Ursine author Sergei Katiev. Let's see which one of it was it. Receiver electrifying. Or in the mire of heat. Have it all. This is the one. Raynal has it in his collection. He and Mateo are 2 kinds of scoundrels. One blowing it all up and one selling it all, but nothing. But whatever. Leave it to the next guys to sort out. Let's move. A pulse. Hi, I'm the new follower, and don't worry. Since you're reading, it's understandable. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Hawkeye32 for the follow. Sorry I missed it. Thank you so much, and welcome. A pressing pulse. In a deathly silent room, there is but a rapidly, incessantly pounding heart, and naught else save for... Stay back. I'm not letting you in. You come in and we'll take you with us. The noise is gone. She's gone.
What a scary scene. What was this flick called? Oh, Panic at the Museum, The Sanctus Slaughter. Some of that Sarkaz director lives in Colombia. Figures they made the villain a Sancta in this one, then. Looks like Reynold's security isn't too busy most of the time. Guess all he can do is sit here watching tapes and fantasizing about murders taking place in his gallery. Good for them, though. The way old Captain sees it, everyone worth anything is downstairs moving stuff already. Meanwhile, you've got us who don't really care two ways about him. We get to sit here cushy on guard duty. There's trouble downstairs. I want a report from anyone who knows what, ASAP. Trouble? There's gunfire and explosions down there. People on the 6th floor heard it. What's going on with you? Are you blind or deaf?
Told you to turn the volume down a little. But no, you wouldn't.
Shut up, you. I'll contact downstairs straight away. Nope. Not getting through. Would I be asking if I could? Why don't you figure out what happened downstairs immediately? There are troublemakers, flatten them. If they're fighting their way in, I want them out. Get the art into the trucks is our highest priority.
Don't go, Scardalo. Don't. Nobody who goes downstairs ever comes back. That Sancta woman's gone crazy. I saw her kill everyone in the public bathroom, and now she's even after our lives.
As waves of screams and shrieks emanate from the TV, 7 or 8 soldiers in one cramped surveillance room all look at each other in dismay. Good news. Defenders in the surveillance room haven't noticed our drones. Most hostages inside are in shock. It appears the defenders have robbed them too, but at least there are no casualties and emotions seem manageable. Defenders have noticed something's not right downstairs. I assume they reported to their superiors just now, but clearly none are willing to leave what seems like their safe little panopticon. It's not how that word's pronounced, whatever. Good news indeed. You're monitoring them, then. I'll contact Ila. We'll discuss countermeasures. I'm so bad at a French accent. I don't know if it's really French. Hey, Gabby, what's going on? How was all that ruckus downstairs? I don't know. Don't know my ass. You spent long enough. Quit dawdling. I'm just minding my surroundings. I just got to the stairwell entrance. Your voice is trembling, Huval. What, did the spooky movie get to you? Shut up. Besides, I don't see you down here. It's always like this. You guys shove everything onto me. Huh? Gabby? Gabby?
No, we can't let anyone else go downstairs. Weren't you watching in the surveillance room? That Sancta madwoman didn't even have to touch her. She just unloaded into the receiver when the Scaudilio pulled up and turned her into a pile of...
What's the situation? You figured it out? Sir, we sent a man on recon, and he just suddenly stopped responding. You useless sacks! Sir, how about you send someone else to the first floor? We really can't spare a single man. Our response mean you keep sending people down, or stop on the 2nd floor to shoot you all dead before heading down there myself. Nobody move. Out.
Huh. Empty.
Every scout we've sent has gone missing, one by one. Maybe the first floor's haunted.
What's an imagination you have? Get a little sleep for now.
Who the... Hey, Raman?
Remen, you gotta say something. Dropped again. That's the fourth one. 4 times 4 men. Every time as soon as they get downstairs, they just... No one picks up on that sentence. The terminals have all been tossed into one corner of the room. On occasion, the indistinct bellows of El Captain emanate from the pile, but nobody is giving them a response anymore. Maybe it's because they all went out one at a time. So we're just feeding them one by one to... How many you want to doom each time?
That sanctum mad woman. Her mind's not right. She's a homicidal maniac. She's outside the door. She's smiling at us through the access surveillance cam. Mayo, just hang up the intercom. She can't get in. She's pointing her gun at me. She's pulling the trigger. All she can do is wreck the cam. Just calm down. What the... Mayo? Dead? Is that a bullet hole? How about we watch a different tape? The two stare at each other with slacking gazes for a moment, before the worn-out soldier gets up and travels to another corner of the room, grabs a random tape to shove into the recorder. Your French sounds Russian. I know it does. I'm sorry. I have to figure out how to do French. I used to have it. And now it just goes Russian. The art investor here from Kazmiris. Let's welcome our guest today, Mr. Reno Kowalski, the new star of Dosilis' art scene. What did you put this on for? Are you sick? No, not at all. Omelette du fromage. I didn't know they taped the TV on this one. Switch it out, switch it out. Hello. Pleased to meet you, new faces. And it's been a whole day, old faces. It's me, your program host. Your host of this program. I
don't do this, but I'm begging you to switch it again. Listening to this presenter makes my brain hurt. These 3 tapes are all we got. The security just watches these tapes on repeat? What do you find if you open his brain? Soup?
Today's episode is a special for all you tourists here in Dosilis for the first time.
The worn-out soldier firmly punches the eject button. Just finished watching the movie. Can't believe there's a... What the frick's her name? Just like me, for real.
You heathenly devils. Your day of reckoning. It's come. I'm warning you. My grandpa's a big deal in Kazdel. You wouldn't want to see his witchcraft even in death.
I can listen to a song on repeat all day. Me too, actually. If I like something, I just repeat it over and over again.
Don't you laugh so crooked. Witchcraft.
When the firmament is filled by sunlight, when all dark across the land is disappeared without a trace, she, that is the twin moons, will fall upon your cage-beast cell. The dark will gush forth into your eyes, and there you will meet your demise. Inhabiting Gemini. Shuffling emits from the center of the room. A single soldier biting his lip, shivering head to toe, hands clenched tight, turns his gaze away from the screen and with a shudder over his shoulder. He sees inside the room, out of nowhere, a bizarre woman. He sees that woman's complexion and her hair, both just as pale. He sees that woman point at him with a tremendous firearm, the likes of which he's never seen before. No surveillance cam needed now. Those etched bullets can pierce straight through his heart in an instant. He sees that woman standing there, yet as though she's somewhere else entirely, as though she doesn't even draw a breath. He sees that woman whose head is crowned by a halo. What's the light overhead? Don't look back. Don't look back. Because I'm right behind you. The soldier that has looked back lets out a breathless wail, leading the others to nervously follow where his gaze is gone.
There's no such thing as ghosts.
The soldier's senses tell him that the shot landed, but the bullet meets no obstruction as it continues its trajectory, passing straight through the woman's body. Just like that, she vanishes. Only the after image of the halo above her head still.
Ah! Sir, report it's a Sancta. The enemy's a Sancta with spatial movements. Movement art. She's a homicidal maniac. Her mind's not right. She can shoot people dead through surveillance camera.
Clear. Clear. That's not how French works. Very well. What is French? Okay, I can do a kind of French if I go higher up, but the moment I take it down, it doesn't sound French anymore. It just sounds Russian. I don't know what the issue is going from up to low. I didn't think just turning the lights out when Gemini got hit would be enough to spread that much panic. Sounds Slavic even when your pitch is higher. Okay, maybe I'm just only decent at Slavic voice. I gotta study accents again. I'll figure them out. Meanwhile, on the TV in the corner of the room, Sancta continues the silver screen massacre. Kill. Kill. Kill! I'll cut off your horns and hang them as chimes upon the Lateran itself.
Thank you all so much. If you're after anything in terms of art investments, please be sure to let me.
Stop wasting your breath. Beat those feet.
Right.
Huh? Is that you're carrying? Got beat up for resisting. He's still concussed. Faster if I give him a ride. Wow, nice to see some tough stuff among these guys. By the way, we're in Exhibition Hall 2 of the Galeria right now. Did you get to see the manuscript you wanted?
Oh, completely forgot about that. Evacuating all these people.
Manuscript? Minonian Bard's pamphlet said it's the highlight of the collection for Hall 2. Know where it is? I caught sight of it just now. It's at the other end of the hall. I can take you over if you'd like. Lead the way then. Sir, you can put me down now. You're concussed, aren't you? Just point the way, it'll be faster.
Mon Dieu. It's... I don't know.
It all just ends up sounding the same to me. Evac the Hall of Hostages. Almost complete. Things went smoothly thanks to your Gemini replicator. I didn't know we'd get a break that lucky. It was just meant to be bait, that's all. I wasn't expecting they'd unload all their firepower onto the replicate, like the community people did. To be frank, French and Slavic languages do sound alike. Fair enough. All I can say is it took up a good position. Those defenders chose a good movie to pass the time.
Defenders outside the gallery all swept now. What do we need next? The third floor and rescue Ernesto?
Wait up. I thought whatever. You can't go further up that way. What happened? Oh, Mr. Milos. Not with Raynal after all, then. No. Situation's urgent. Tell us anything surplus after the fact. You need to leave the Galeria ASAP. You're not going to interrogate me for any useful information? We're out of time for that. I want to make a deal. I'll give you some information. I'm hoping that after you have this information. Yeah, pretty much. The last one is just, whoa, is that the Mona Lisa? Let me have a little look-see here. We can rescue Raynal? Yes. Mr. Milos, if Raynal hadn't set up bombs, this terrorist attack may never have come to fruition in the first place. Raynal couldn't wire the entire Galeria with bombs of his own. He suggested the idea, that's all. I imagine you know who carried the deed out. I know the timing on the bombs, and how to most effectively disarm them. That's how you plan to coerce us? How could I? You aren't the type to suffer coercion. I'm just hoping my willingness to cooperate can pull together a lifeline for him. Alright, tell us what you know then. Our time bomb set to go off this morning at 10 a.m. If you want to stop them, you need to take care of the 4 nodes along the detonator line. One of the 4 is in the basement. One's in the dark room on the 3rd floor, one's on the balcony of the 6th floor. One's in the ventilation shaft in Reynolds' own office. Sounds almost true. The one in the basement is the most complicated. I suggest one of you go there with me. I will. Good. Techno, take the others. Keep searching for any more places where hostages may be hiding. Diaz, catapult. You each handle one each of the 3rd and 6th floor nodes. Doc, Yana, and I will keep heading for the top. We'll buy more time to disarm the penthouse node. In the 3rd floor's dark rooms. Relatively hard to find. It's right above this hall effectively, but getting there is a nightmare. Need a pen and paper to draw a quick map of the route. No need. I'll take it.
Ernesto?
Leave the dark room to me and Arletta. The 6th floor node is in the stairwell. There's a wall that'll look suspicious, and it'll be very easy to break down. Leave that to me. Ha! I'm finally here, and it's just you 2 left. So you feel seeing the manuscript? Oh, wait, why are you carrying him now? As soon as he saw the manuscript, he cried so hard, couldn't even breathe, and eventually passed out from his tears. It was all I could do to bear him on my back instead. He passed out? Doc, we need you. Somebody's fainted here. He's fine. Just cried himself out. His emotions likely overwhelmed him upon seeing the manuscript of his dreams. Want him rest for a while in fresh air and he'll be fine. Croissant. 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 I can't do it. I can't pronounce it the way he wants me to. If you say so. Miss Ila. That's every card up in my sleeve. It's all yours now. Noted. What happens if we fail? What if we aren't able to rescue him? In that case, I'll stay behind and keep him company. I hope you can save the others before then, Miss Ila. Don't want any more people than necessary in here. Croissant. Well, that's how I pronounce it. Right, I've pulled the metal casing off. Inside there's a total of... Milos, you crackpot. There's 12 whole bomb wires here. The ones in the basement have over 40 connections? Whatever, I'll settle this later. Now I just need to dewire one by one, right? Yeah, got it. Unscrew as fast as possible. Half-connected states can send the explosives run away easy. Understood. Neela, how's things on your side? Small band of resistance on the 4th floor still? Wow. Diaz stops talking, wipes the sweat off his forehead, and focuses on dealing with the chaotic nest of wires at his hand. He has to decouple fast, and unscrew the connectors right after using the insulator to cover up the naked wires and avoid any short circuits. In a trance, his dazed with sickness, armies flowed through his mind, where his job was always to secure connectors and... Diaz froze his brows, smacks his lips. Hands never stopping. What happened then has nothing to do with now. No, he's no more than a firefighter in the middle of a bomb disposal. Wires are more than less decoupled by now. Just 2 left, and all the risk of the explosion in this area is gone. He's gotten a handle of how to most quickly twist these connectors off. Push down for the first half spin slowly, then start turning with all his might for the second half until it's off. He counts down the rotations on the second connector. Now just 7, 6, 5... Seize that old man! 2 of our captain's men charge for the old firefighter with sabers in hand, while 3 crossbows are poised on the above floor. The old firefighter's hands freeze upon the connector. And for a spell, he's somehow not sure if he's meant to twist one way or the other. Uh-oh. Yeah, drink a bit. I think that was the before. I think we're on the after. Excuse me. No, that was the after. We're on to Dash 8. We only got 3 things left to read, which should take approximately 45 minutes to an hour.
Sir, we brought the hostage. Really is you, old man. He put up a fierce fight and even wounded one of our men, but we didn't hold back. We made him bleed. Alright, you did a pretty good job out there. Now get back to work. I got the hiccups. What is it?
Captain, the fact that this old man made it up to the 6th floor means there must be a lot of them. We might not be able to.
Might not be able to what? Let me be clear with all of you. If this doesn't come together, we're done for.
One other thing, I have no idea what this guy was doing with all these wires running inside the wall.
Stop asking questions. Get back to work. Yes, sir. Alright, Diaz, what brought you and your men over to the Galleria? You already know the answer to that, Mateo. You've rescued the hostages and your minions have been taken out. It won't be long until all of Dawsalis knows it was you who orchestrated and staged this terrorist attack. Basically, you're finished. You can't fool me. You can't think you're going to ship those art pieces for a quick buck, can you? Listen, of all the trucks you bought, only a single one is loaded. We've already got the driver and the guard. Your get-rich-quick scheme is ruined. What? If you don't believe me, just ask the men you sent downstairs. I already knew about the bombs. Let's wrap things up here before they blow. The bombs? Reyna, when are your bombs supposed to go off? Give me the time. Tell me when the bombs are supposed to go off, Reyna. Talk, are you deaf-mute now? You're that desperate to get blasted to pieces. I can fulfill your wish right here and now. 10 o'clock. Give it up, Mateo. You better figure out what you're gonna do. There's not much time left. There's a shred of sanity left. Let me out of these cuffs. There are 4 bomb caches in the building, of which we have under control. They'll be defused in no time. We're short of 1 in the ventilation staff of Reynolds' office. Miserable old man, if I find out you're lying to me, you're dead meat.
The captain swears viciously and grabs the terminal before striding over to the shadow by the wall of the office. The old firefighter looks up at the sky. Randall finds his usual posture, leaning comfortably beside a huge painting. An awkward silence lingers over the balcony.
Diaz. So you can still speak after all.
How do you know when the bombs are supposed to go off? Who told you?
Why, are you upset you can't use explosives to turn your investors' money into scrap paper? Does it make a difference? It's another node in the ventilation shaft.
Might not be enough to destroy the artwork downstairs, but it's enough to turn the whole gallery into rubble and send all that money up in smoke.
It's also enough to end the lives of the men up here on the balcony.
In the face of what I'm about to accomplish, does that really matter?
Diaz?
Though she's already steeled herself, Hila can't help but feel a chill grip her heart the moment she sees what's in front of her. A large hole has been dug out of the side of the stairwell, the multitude of metallic appendages protruding from it sprawl over the ground, a number of them crushed by people who have fallen to the ground. But even more conspicuous is the blood spilled on the floor of the stairwell. A trail of blood that has already begun turning black. Around the hole it emerges and extends all the way upstairs. Before Hila can pick up her terminal to report the situation, the ground beneath her suddenly starts shaking.
Oh no. Hila, what's going on up there?
It's as you feared. The explosives in the half-connected state went out of control and started detonating, causing a small-scale collapse. Are you hurt? I'm fine, but the sight of the explosion doesn't look good. Might get in the way of... Hila walks down a few steps. Before she can finish her sentence, the gravel and rubble tightly choking the stairwell comes squarely into view. What happened just now? What exactly is the situation up there? The collapse caused by the explosion has completely sealed off the stairwell between the 5th and 6th floors. Considering that Reynolds bastard designed only one stairwell to the upper levels of Galeria Costawa, and his elevator is out of commission, I'm cut off from the rest of you. Doc and I are here at the explosion too. My God, what is this? Solutions first. And the stair will be cleared with the tools you have. Hila tries to push the large slab of concrete in front of her. Not easily. Wait for me. I'll be there in a second. Techno and Milos are also on their way. We're going to find a way to clear the rubble. But it's 9:35 right now. We're running out of time. I'll break through and you can make my way up. You guys follow after me as soon as you clear the rubble. If you do it in time, I'll at least find a way to get Diaz out safely.
Wait, Hila, that's way too dangerous.
Think this through carefully, Hila. I'll give it to you straight. Clearing through the debris might take longer than expected. My point exactly. We can't sit around waiting for Diaz to get blown to pieces, can we? You sure we can do this? Of course. I trust all of you. And I also trust in myself. Sounds good to me. Yana, Doc.
Looks like nobody can stop you.
Please be careful.
Thanks.
Huh? Static? My communicator seems like it's about to die. Fuse, after we get out of this mess, make sure to charge it up for me. What happened with this stupid place? Climbing the stairs on my first day, and now I'm still climbing stairs on my last. If you want out, pick up the pace. So what was that loud noise of the tremors just now? It seemed like the whole building was shaking. We're wasting time. Hurry and head down. Soldiers eager to head downstairs suddenly run into Hila in the not-so-wide corridor. Both sides immediately raise their weapons. Hila aims her muzzle at the leader, but her target is the only one among the soldiers who does not respond. Out of the way, Reynolds' bodyguard. We're short on time. What a coincidence. I'm in the same boat. Wait, didn't our captain tell us to... Shut up. Bodyguard, you saw the hole in the wall and the wires on the 6th floor, didn't you? What is that? Explosives. Reynolds planted enough explosives in the building to flatten the whole place. Now out of my way. I knew it. The irate soldier heads down the stairs with increased urgency, while the others stand there in a daze, not having grasped the link between the art gallery and the bombs. Hila also pays them no heed. She tries to push past the group of soldiers with her shoulders. Hold on, this isn't right. Stop that woman right now, hurry! Despite their bewilderment, the soldiers still subconsciously spring to carry out the order, grouping to surround Hila. What are you getting at now? The path right under us is blocked. You know how to get out of this place, right? Take me with you, hurry, otherwise we're both going to die here. Hila swears under her breath. The men in front of her clearly can't be reasoned with, yet she is the one caught in the most disadvantaged position. We finally got through. Hurry up and report now. Everybody go deaf today? Sir, have you known about the explosives in the gallery this entire time? And it's news to me, too. Just give me a report now. We have ways of dealing with explosives. There's nothing to report. What? If I had to say something, it'd be that the only staircase going down is completely sealed off. Over. The soldier slams the communicator into the ground in a fit of rage. No one's taking orders from our captain anymore. So get us out of here, right? You must know the way out. You've got it wrong. I'm going upstairs to save a life, not running for my own. Drop the act already. There's no way you're fooling us. You must know the way out. The leader's words become more and more jumbled, but the rooted soldiers start to understand one after another. Laying the Gersmont mines, getting out of the blast zone, then swiftly coursing her way out before the soldiers can react. Hila has planned it all out in her head. Her actions might invite another group of pursuers. But there's no option with each second she wastes here. Diaz's peril continues to grow. Grenade out. Brace for impact. That's the wrong name. Right? At almost the same instant, the order leaves her lips. Hila leaps and vaults over the stair handrails. Yeah, that's the wrong name. That's funny. Just on the other side of the ignored wall, a grenade soars through the air and finds a place to lodge itself, ripping apart the surface. Hello, Nukiashi. How are you doing today? Not the wrong name? Yeah? Ash is actually here? The soldiers, their attention drawn away by Ela, do not notice that behind the wall until they are bowled over by a surge of shattered bricks, sweltering heat, and the shockwave. Good, that's good. Before they can turn their weapons into a gaping hole in the wall, or even stand, the well-trained squad has already rushed in under the cover of ballistic shields. Oh my gosh, it is Ash. That's insane. She is actually here. Why are they here? Why? Why are they in the art gallery? Go. I'm laying suppressive fire. I want this guy. Not still down. Stragglers at 3 o'clock. I'm waiting for so I can get him. Yeah, I want Blitz. The CG is the original Rainbow Six game cover. Pretty nice reference. He's the next banner. Ooh, okay. Hostile down. One more below us. Watch for friendly fire. Clear. Good work. Ela, you alright? Cohen, Tina, Kotz, Alexander. See, I told you Ela'd be inside. Couldn't have come at a better time. Looks like we have a good number of stragglers on our tail outside the stairwell. How's the situation on your end? I was on my way to the roof to free the hostage. Explosives go off at 10 o'clock. Where are the others? Smaller explosion before sealed off the only staircase. Understood. I'll trace your steps after we finish off the hostiles pursuing us. Hey, thank you all so much, really. Words aren't enough. Why are they in the art gallery? Why are they here? I mean, I'm alright with it, but why are they here? To be honest, Diaz, I was rather fond of what your people were doing in the street art community. You think now's a good time to bring that up? If not now, when? Which side would you take on the subject of explosives? Ash without cat ears looks so naked to me now. If you've lost your mind. I'm being serious. You got some good stuff over there. You're not afraid of death at all. I've already fulfilled my life's calling. What's there to be afraid of? And again, you seem pretty composed yourself. He's nothing like that lily-white captain over there. Why is that? Found a place where I truly belonged. Lived out a long enough life there. If I managed to survive this mess, the two of you join hands to make, I'd like to see my community rise again from the ashes. If not, I can say it's too bad. You have that much confidence in street artists? Simple answer, they're my family. I know them well. As long as we're together, anything is possible. Well, you not have any people like that around you? I did, but when we were together, we only ever did what I wanted. Mateo, your people should have told you what you needed to know on the phone, so you should understand the situation. Hurry up and let me disarm the node. At least that way neither of us has to die. Not gonna happen, old man. Mateo turns to Raynal, who's leaning to the side, a somewhat twisted expression on his face as he grabs the golf club. Raynal, you wouldn't want your carefully crafted fireworks show to go to waste, right? We'll make a 2-in-1 deal. You promise me that you'll blow this place to bits at the scheduled time. I'll let you and the old man over there hold on to your lives. I know you're the only person who can access the elevator in your office. Nobody else, not even Milos. All you need to do is give me the elevator key, let me go down, and I'll let you and the old man leave, considering. Mateo glances at the clock above his head. It reads 9:50. You have plenty of time. Good quiet on me now. You two were so chatty a minute ago. Raynal blinks a few times. Really want me to say what I think? Of course. Mateo, do you know my greatest fear? I'm most worried about here. The elevator key, now. My greatest fear is that the filthy blood flowing out of your corpse could seep into the rubble and pollute all the art. Shut up and give me the key. Mateo, stop. What are you doing? Now move or I'll mess you up too. It's fine, DS. The sad little man blow up some steam. Key, don't make me say it again. You know, Mateo, I just thought of the perfect analogy. I didn't ask you. You're like a bloated burden beast that's broken into a solemn memorial hall, stinking up the whole place without a care in the world. So proud of yourself as you watch everyone cover their mouths and noses with their handkerchiefs. You feel like you're the one in control since they're all acting that way because of you. Just like right now, you think that as long as you offer me a deal, I'll give in to your coercion because I'm desperate to escape. I think that old Diaz and I will watch you disappear down the elevator in despair as we struggle to get downstairs, isn't that right? Unfortunately, at the end of the day, a burden beast is nothing more than a domesticated animal. I said shut up. If you're in that much of a hurry to make it downstairs, I'd suggest jumping down the elevator shaft. Shut up! In a fit of rage, Mateo strikes Reynolds with a heavy blow to the back. Diaz, his hands still bound, tries to rush up to Mateo, but is kicked away. Don't get too excited. Two of you can settle down. After all, we're going to become monuments to Galeria Kostawa in a few short minutes. I said shut up! Mateo lifts the golf club in his hand high into the air again, this time taking aim at the back of Reynolds' head. Frag grenade, out.
Throwing flashbang.
Who's that? For a moment, a loud boom and a blinding light filled the spacious balcony. And in the dizziness, after the dizziness and tinnitus gradually fade away, the people on the balcony see a woman, furious, yet nevertheless silent, step out from behind the wall. There once was a painting there, now replaced only by a smoldering remnants of a frame. This looks really cool, I gotta be honest. And the canvas, blasted to pieces, swirls around the woman, as if her silent rage had converged into a firestorm. Successfully broken through to the balcony on the top level of the art gallery. 3 individuals on the balcony: Diaz Gonzalez, Reynold Kowalski, and a sad little clown. Everyone cover me. This will be our final mission. We got 2 more things left to go. Well done, but now what? What will this accomplish? Now all of us are doomed to die here together. Hila ignores the man who lies collapsed on the ground and howls like a beast in the throes of death as she swiftly walks over to the edge of the balcony. We're going to bend the rules a bit for the next part. I'll grab one of the hostages and rappel through the windows below. I'll need a volunteer from us to do the same. Well, shoot, I forgot to bring the stuff with us when we left Rhodes Island. Seriously? Calm down, I was just cracking a joke. But there's a better way. What better way? Put this on. It's a multifunctional jet gliding backpack we had Closure make for us back at Rhodes Island. It's like one of those life vests you can get on airplanes. That was the inspiration for the design, but as for what it does, thanks to Closure, it not only expands into a glider for distance, but also has jetpack functionality for landing. And you're sure this thing works? How else would we have been able to get inside this building from the 6th floor? In any case, put it on. Give the handle on the bottom a good pull. Leave the top one alone. It'll get you to safety on the ground. This one's yours, Hila. Thanks for the help. Mr. Diaz, this one's for you. The old firefighter neatly straps the backpack on himself. And as for Mr. Raynal here, Blitz shoots Hila a questioning glance, but Hila simply shrugs her shoulders. I promised someone that I'd save this guy's life if I had the chance. And this one's for you. Raynal catches the backpack, but simply stares at it without putting it on. Sir, I think you should put it quickly. I like jokes as much as the next guy, but it's best not to joke around too much with your life on the line. Perfect. I recall that Hila over there said not too long ago she couldn't protect a man who plays jokes with his life. Back then I said she had the wrong idea since I still had work to do. But now my work's all finished, so... Does it really matter if I joke around with my life? Just put on the damn thing on. Stop being an idiot. Reynolds shrugs as well before putting the backpack on. Follow my lead? Everyone who hasn't used one before, pay close attention. Reynolds retreats 2 steps, watching Blitz plummet from the edge of the balcony, wobbling in midair as he flutters his way down. Next up is Diaz, a tall man with the accent somewhere similar to Fuse's, pats him on the shoulder before helping him pull the handle. The people on the balcony leave one by one until only Raynal and Hila remain. Raynal still seems hesitant, so Hila activates both their jetpacks before pulling Raynal to leap off the balcony. Wait, Raynal, what are you doing? As I said, what's wrong with joking around with my life? Raynal takes off the backpack and goes into freefall. Hila's shout resounds in his ears, and she seems to grab onto his leg for a moment, but gravity quickly pulls him into its embrace. Oh my gosh, whoa. Raynal does not know whether it is the swimming pool, the cold concrete that will greet him at the end of his trip. But this time, he has no safety rope or backpack. He tries to taste the difference between his weightlessness in this moment and the bungee jumping, whether or not he's trembling. Whether this trembling is commensurate with the destruction he has wrought. But before he can form any conclusions, he feels a round object squeeze its way into his hand, followed by a blunt pain in his neck. Forced to open his eyes against the strong wind, Raynal vaguely catches a flash of ornogenium arts, simultaneously feeling a small number of small, hard balls pressing against his body in a struggle against gravity. Golf balls? He does not know if he was suddenly gripped by an urge to survive, or if the golf balls are exacting one last insult upon him. Whatever the case, Raynal accepts it. The golf ball in his hand emits a similar light, drawing an increasing number of other golf balls in the vicinity towards his back like magnets, slowing his fall. That's a lot of golf balls. Raynal, after plunging into the swimming pool, bobs up and down a few times in the water before finally floating to the surface. More precisely, a mat of densely packed golf balls is floating atop the water's surface, with Raynal lying on his back atop it. He stands up steadily from the floating golf ball mat, even hopping back onto dry land in a single step. Milos! Milos, where are you? I know you're here. Hila, where's Milos? No idea. Haven't heard from him. Stand still. Where do you think you're going? I need to find Milos. I need to get to the bottom of this. You think you can just walk away? What are you going to do, arrest me? Nobody here has that authority. You should at least give an explanation to the people swept up in this situation. Swept up? Never intended for anybody to be swept up in the first place. This is meant to be an artwork of destruction, harming nobody but the investors who deserve it. Mateo drunk off of his ambitions, and Diaz who can't mind his own business. Oh, and of course you. The people were responsible for bringing us step by step to the situation we are in now. What does that make you, then? An honorable rebel? An artist? Why, both, of course. I'll give it to you. You certainly are a rebel. There's not an honorable cell in your body. You're rotten to the core. What was that stunt you just pulled on the balcony? Throwing away your only shot at being rescued was your idea of rebelling? What do you think death is? A way to show how world-weary you are? Is it cool to tiptoe around the brink of death? Making me, Milos, and all the other people who still care about whether you live or die worry? Is that your idea of rebellion? You're grasping at straws. Just give yourself a way to vent your frustrations. Sure. Of course you'd disagree. You think it's good, dumb fun that doesn't matter in the end. That wasting all of people's investment money was your real form of rebellion. Yes. When somebody think of the investor's money, you must have a fantastic solution that doesn't involve anyone getting hurt. Don't you know nobody will see your explosions as a lament of art? All they'll see is a raving lunatic. You've got your father's inheritance money. You've got dozens of ways to express yourself. To satirize, to rebel. You've chosen the laziest option, the one the least likely to ever reach any hearts. Simply their inability to understand. What's the point of your so-called art and rebellion if nobody can understand it? You hate your father, sure. But you ever thought of how to really rebel against him, or an empty gestures of rebellion enough for you? Huh. No one cares at this point, probably only you. You're awful. As if that's news to you. Oh no, I've always known you were. An awful jackass through and through. You're allowed to care about nothing. That's your prerogative. But Milos cares. He went so far as to tell me what happened to your mother. Just to get me to help you. Milos? He told me that your mother was a true artist. That you used to take after her when you were younger. Used to? What else? Do you think you're resembling her in the slightest now? A man who loves art would destroy the works of countless masters just to show how much of a rebel he is. Art can be for truth, for good, for beauty, for fighting evil, or just for art's sake. It doesn't matter, it means something different to everyone. But if making your so-called art means burning everyone else's work, maybe even their lives, isn't that just pure evil? A round of explosions, a landscape of wreckage, a lump of chaos. Is that the art you say you're dedicating to everyone? Ask yourself, what would your mother have thought of all this? Would she be proud of what you've done? Seriously, Raynal. Grow up already. Ayla throws a punch and it lands squarely in Raynal's face. Raynal's face. Raynal's whole body wobbles. He falls straight back into the swimming pool. Ayla steps away from the side of the pool, but Raynal still feels the gaze of another pair of eyes. A blurry figure seems to be standing on the other side of the pool, looking at him from afar. He cannot discern if the look on the man's face is one of concern or sadness. The morning sun is dazzling, and he can't see clearly. But he feels with certainty the gaze resembles his mother's. He turns his eyes towards the sky, no longer looking at that figure. The man lingers for a moment before leaving quietly, wearing a sorrowful expression. Perhaps he never would be the son who makes his mother proud. Perhaps that man would not be willing to remain at his side. In the end, he's still alone. When he thinks on all this, all the paranoia and grievance that had tormented him all this time suddenly seem insignificant. He left, in the end, in this moment. It's the only thought in Raynal's mind. Everything inside taken care of? Yes. The docilest police sure took their sweet time, but they rushed over very quickly the moment they heard the danger had passed. Especially when they say, just leave the rest to us. It really makes them seem like the most reliable force in the world. Huh. But the block stairwell, I cleaned that up too. Yeah, some people who specialize in ornogenium arts for that purpose. Feels a bit like cheating. Yeah, you'll get used to it soon enough. Curious though. How'd you come to show up at that exact time precisely on the floor above the blockage point? The timing was pure coincidence. That's why we managed to thread the needle, location-wise. Tequila sent a message to the mayor at the same time he reached out to us. When we arrived at the mayor's office, she was already observing the scene live from multiple angles, both inside and out. Wait. She had eyes on the inside among the hostages? More or less. She told us a frontal assault wouldn't work and generously gave us the green light to jump in from Dawsalis's tallest building. In fact, we wanted to drop in right on the balcony to give that captain a good scare, but didn't have the altitude to make it. Gotta work with what you have.
The assembled crew turns to look at the balcony at the top floor of the art gallery. The fires have already been extinguished. All that remains visible is the captain's limp arm dangling precariously in the air.
Looks like the guy's luck ran out.
My gosh. Okay, 2 deaths.
Never mind. Before Doc can finish speaking, the arm suddenly springs to life, fingers curling as they claw at the air, seemingly being dragged away by something.
I take it back. He didn't fall off the edge. Didn't die in the conflagration, and even managed to get saved by the police in the end. The guy's got the devil's luck.
Hela, Dustalis's PD wants you to take Raynal over. I think they want to give a special thank you letter and put you on TV or something.
I have to be seen on TV with Raynal? Forget it.
Yeah, that's what Ernesto said too. He also said don't get too cozy with the government here unless you plan on settling down in Dawsalis. If you catch Miss Kendall's eye, things are only gonna get tricky for you.
Well, have them take Raynal away themselves.
That works. They don't seem like they have much else on their hands right now anyway.
Alright, let's head out and take a look around. City might all be about glitz and glamour, but it's not what flashes of real brilliance. It's not bad. When you stop by Rhodes Island to resupply, we'll show you around. Speaking of Rhodes Island, Doc, when you visit, I'll need you to put out a few pieces of extra clothes. Plus a hood. I'll need you to put on a few pieces of extra clothes and a hood.
Don't let Doctor steal my position, Blitz.
Don't do that. Do you know how hard it was to get a hood that fits my horns? Not that hard. Not that hard. There's a lot of Cabernet people that wear hoods. Then I'll take you to HR to ask for a bigger budget for our team. You can just nod along with whatever I say. Act natural, especially when I call you by your name. Huh? The people who had arrived on Terra previously, as well as Catapult, were stunned for a few moments before all breaking out in laughter. See, there's this Rhodes Islander who... Come on now, Cohen, where's the fun in spilling the beans this early? Fair enough. In any case, it's great seeing all of you again. Sure. Really makes me realize just how long it's been. The sky is clear and a gentle breeze blows in from the artificial sea. Though the draft is hot and humid, it is also somehow quite refreshing. A warm, friendly din comes from Galeria Kustawa behind her. Hello, Sanity Potion. We've had 10 bots today. All at once, there was 7 at one point. It was a time. I didn't like it. I was just like, oh my gosh. It was just like, bam, bam, bam. I was like, oh goodness. Where am I? You're finally awake. What are you doing in my house? Oh, wait, this isn't my house. It's literally just got off my meeting. That's A-okay. It was just really funny to me that I was like, oh no. Crap. Give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone. There's bombs in the building. You've been out cold this entire time. Both the captain and Raynal have been arrested. The bombs have been defused. It's time to celebrate. Huh? Other days, locals also begin sitting up, one by one looking around in confusion. Exhibition halls become a lively carnival for artists. Most conspicuous of all, in the center of the hall, now converted into a dance floor where people are romping and reveling. And all around the dance floor, without borders, graffiti on self-extending canvases, sprawling cables laid out for rock and roll popcorn movie reels. Even the food carts are available to all. Artists, hostages, even the police officers who are here to handle the case stop by. Bro, you gotta try this extra deep dish demon pepper pizza fresh out of the oven. They aren't even charging for it. Don't just stand there all stone-faced. This food's so good it's gonna make you cry. Hey, I'm doing you a favor here.
You give me that stink eye? What are you, from Syracuse or something? What does Syracusean have... Being Syracusean or not have anything to do with anything? I just realized you're the little shit who spray painted my police car. Now that you mention it. Yeah, what's the big deal anyway? Here, have a bite of this pizza first. Nah. If you didn't do a good job getting everyone evacuated, I would drag you down in the station. The police officer takes a big bite of the pizza, and remarkably, streaks of tears actually flow down his cheeks. It's just this pure spice that makes you cry, isn't it?
Where are you flying, tired fell beast? Towards tomorrow's wind.
I thought you were just another broody jerk, but turns out you can rock out after a couple glasses of wine, huh?
What do you want about? I was the lead singer in my alma mater's rock band. If only the folks back home didn't put so much pressure on me. You think I like nodding along and kissing ass? The old fart's not around, right? Let me tell you straight up, that guy loves surprise inspections more than anything else. Peeking at what you're doing on the terminal. If you're not working, he takes it straight out of your salary. Last time I shut off my terminal just as he was coming by, he got mad and started demanding that I turn it back on. But lo and behold, it was nothing but pages of work. He was so mad he tried to kick my chair.
The hell did you just say?
You tell me. It's the whole truth right there. Here you go, boss.
Drunk man props open a bottle of beer with his ear? An act that wins him a raucous applause and pours it all over the livid old man. We really struck the jackpot this time. Not only did we get to see Reynolds' announcement, but also visit the Galeria. Now we even got to participate in a pop-up street artist... festival.
Yep.
Excuse me, oh my gosh, my hiccups are lasting. Yep. This is probably a bit of an exaggeration, but we might not have had the same luck without Mateo. Are you serious, amigo? No, of course not. I was just making a bit of an offhanded remark. We're all adults here, so watch what you say. Got it. Let's over to the dance floor. Papa, why are you sitting over here instead of joining in the celebrations? 'Cause I'm getting old. I already have my share of excitement this morning. I want to get in the way of the youth. I'll go do my own thing then. Go ahead. Have a good time with the others. Techno shrugs and heads towards the dance floor, her small frame quickly disappearing into the crowd. The old firefighter squints his inebriated eyes, involuntarily tapping along to the rhythm of the music, as he watches the never-ending parade of people on the dance floor. That is, until a man approaches him from the other end of the exhibition hall, exuding an aura completely incongruous with the gaiety and joyousness of the event. Hey Diaz, congratulations. You got to hold your party at my place after all. Got a problem with that? I'm not so stingy. Plus, I'm not gonna let a little provocation get to me. Sounds nice. Wanna take the dance floor for a song or two? I'll pass. Oh, your dance partner isn't here? Doesn't want to dance with you anymore? Nonsense. But you then? Why are you out here drinking by yourself? Where's your dance partner? You're asking the wrong guy. Wanted to dance. I have my pick of any in this hall right now. Anyone except you.
I can't believe he got broken up with.
Can't believe Milos broke up with Raynal like that. Pretty tragic. If I recall correctly, it's my lunch break now. So any interrogation will have to wait until. I'm not here for that. It's you. And now does Rhodes Island want to trample on my corpse too, by all means. Only here on behalf of Miss Candela to inform you of Dawslis' decision on how to handle you. Dawslis' mayor office has determined that they will not try you for your crimes. Let me guess, you're handing me over to the coalition government? Theo's an idiot, but he's still the coalition's representative in Dawslis. Huh, I've toyed with him so much, the coalition is probably itching to tear me apart. That's an accurate reading of the situation. The coalition government wants to haul you to La Unidad for a trial just like Mateo. Public trial. Great, I'm looking forward to it. No, Senor Reynal. You're being sent back to Casmira's. Come again? The General Chamber of Commerce is pressuring Candela to send you back to Casmira's. Come again? Your father's KGCC contacts pulled some strings, and you no longer have to remain in Dulcilis. So instead of heading to La Unidad, you can go home. No, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that utterly despicable, depraved, deplorable. You don't have to stay here, Senor Reynolds. It's your own reckless actions bringing you wherever your final destination may be. You have to swallow your medicine, be it sweet or bitter. Oh man, you're never gonna leave me alone, are you? Give me one moment. Right, there's one more thing. You need to decide where your assets are going. Say it like I have a choice in the matter. Hasn't Candela already used all the methods at her disposal to move them elsewhere? There are some fixed assets that nobody dares take. Just write any name on this transfer contract. Fine, I'll just write the name of whoever wanders by next. Senor Diaz, what are you doing here? I'm identifying Mateo's men. Once you're playing hostage earlier, and you? What'd you call me for? Need something? No. Adios, then. Say, you. Anyway, you haven't given a name yet, right? You can always take back what you... Never go back on my word. Besides, this isn't such a bad choice. Let a genuine art lover have it.
Reno really put that old firefighter's name on it.
Yeah, I confirmed it one last time as I was escorting him out of Dulcilis. He didn't change his mind.
He really inherited none of his father's qualities.
Honestly, he probably would have appreciated that evaluation.
Of course, but I didn't mean it as a compliment.
Lady Candela, your coffee as well as Ernesto's. Your aroma is so strong. What beans did you use for this, Senor Brooker? Triple dark roast Lady Candela's been drinking lately. Please enjoy.
Any plans to catch up with old friends now that everything has died down?
I wasn't intending to bother anyone before I got to the city, actually.
Indeed, you wouldn't have. That whole ruckus didn't happen, but... You know how it is in Dulcilis. Never a quiet day for us.
Yeah.
Just like how now Reynolds' antics have dealt a heavy blow to coalition government's influence. La Unidad has been issuing letters of protest. But they can only dream of getting Reynolds' assets. Dulcilis is not at their beck and call. The other two factions are also itching to get their hands on him. Oh, look at me. Seems I've slipped into a meaningless ramble.
Not at all. This is important information.
Alright, Ernesto, have a taste. See if this blend is to your liking.
It's so strong, but the texture is fantastic.
Do elaborate.
I can discern each bean's species and aroma, but I can't tell which bean has the biggest ratio in the blend. All three aromas are fighting to come out on top, but as soon they all converge into a strong, unified, caramelized flavor.
Precisely. The main selling point of this blend is that the blend ratio isn't set in stone, but you still get that caramel flavor as long as their proportions are roughly balanced.
I see.
So, does it suit your taste?
I
still can't decide. It's alright, the shop's just over there. You can always try a second cup as long as you come back. I'll even modify the blend to your ideal ratio. You can ask them to brew you a cup with sparkling water.
You're joking.
A joke? I wouldn't say so. Because I really am looking forward to seeing what you choose, Ernesto.
Yo, Ernesto. Your chat with Mayor Candela took forever.
I had no choice. I go way back, and we had far too many things to talk about.
She must still like you if you guys talk for that long.
I guess so.
Huh, always clamping up so fast whenever it's time to talk about you. Fine, since you're so unwilling to talk, I don't have to ask you.
Rafaela won't tell you even if you ask.
How did you know I was gonna ask her? Do you have a mind reading arts or something?
It's written all over your face.
Oh, scary man we have here.
By the way, I didn't know this morning we would be late. I appreciate you waiting for me the whole time, but we've already missed our appointment with Diaz, you know?
Oh, shit!
Well then, Mr. Reynold Kowalski, please get in the car while I fetch your luggage. Reynolds sits in the back with a blank expression. The door shuts, and it feels slightly warm, so he takes off his coat and leans back as he begins to loosen his collar. A strange noise outside the car interrupts him, and he turns to look out the window. A General Chamber of Commerce employee lies on the ground unconscious. Then hears a tapping noise at the opposite window, and follows the sound to see a familiar face standing outside the car. Reynolds rolls down the window to see a pair of dark eyes. Mind giving me a ride, sir? And where are you wanting to go? Hasn't that always been up to you to decide? You've been following me for a while, so maybe this time you take the lead and decide our destination. Do you really have nowhere you want to go, Milos? It'll be the same as before. No matter where we go, yes? Things are different this time. I'm broke, aside from the 2 suitcases in the trunk. Then I'll drive until our fuel runs out. And we'll go wherever the car takes us. These two are in love. He literally said he didn't have his dance partner with him. That's referring to Milos. These two are in love. I'm holding my statement. Well, fine. You're the one in charge now. Milos smiles at Reynolds and gets into the driver's seat, looking at the other face through the rearview mirror before starting the engine. There's a blend of confusion, delight, and a slight hint of hesitation on Reynolds' face. You seem like you have something to ask me. Why did you come back? Why didn't you leave? Don't you already know the answer? Maybe my question was to confirm that answer. Don't be so sure. Yeah, it's super obvious. It is. They're so in love. They're literally a couple. My patient might run out on you, and you'll find I leave pretty soon. But not today. Especially with the black and white combo they have. And they both have these, like, kind of bigger flippy bits that match. Pretty cute. No, not today. Milos looks away from the mirror, starts the engine, and the silver car sets off. Galeria Cristowal's Expedition Hall is the same as it was the other day. Shattered glass cases, scorched ground, cracks in the walls, colorful spotlights, wanton graffiti, and frantic music going wild. Everything is the same, except the additional presence of a big round table in the center of the room. A grill sizzles on the table, at the perfect temperature, emanating an enticing aroma. Aww. They look really cute. Aww. Hey, well, why isn't anyone ordering? Not hungry? I like that there's a face reveal happening back here that you cannot see. I didn't expect you to turn the place into a barbecue restaurant. The building got bombed into a war zone. Now I can't stay here anymore, so I thought we might as well turn it into a side gig instead of leaving it empty. TV stations in Dosilis lost their moneymaker, Reynolds, so now they've started sticking their noses here, spreading rumors that none of our artists can cook and survive on dried cactus. So I just have to show them what true Bulgarian cuisine is. And then I'll have one of those onion and mushroom meat skewers. Make it 2. Coming right up. Mr. Diaz is really good at this. I have to be honest, we traveled all over Terra, but this is the first time we've tasted Bolivarian barbecue. Where have you all been? We started from the Sergarian Desert, and after a brief stay on Rhodes Island, where we got our Team Rainbow moniker, we each went off to a few more places. The rainforests of Sargon, the ice fields of Sami, Columbia's mines, cities, villages in the Ursus taiga. Even so, we've only set foot on a small piece of these lands. My only regret is burying Levi Klitschko under the sands of Sargon along with this mad lab. If you're homesick, you'll have to start thinking of a different way to go back. Have you found one? Not even a lead. I guess you wouldn't mind a few more traveling companions on your quest. Yeah, even Iana is just like, oh my gosh, Fuse, your face. Wow, you're beautiful. The more the merrier. Lord, what is that? Everyone, let me, on behalf of Lord, introduce this Ursus specialty beverage. There's a sudden noise outside the window. Fuse's face is just another Fuse mask. The members of Team Rainbow turn their heads, full of food and drink, toward the source of the noise, wondering what kind of trouble has erupted this time. And then, the first one to realize what's going on shrugs in resignation. Papa says it's our turn to dance our Volpal minuet today. Let's turn off your classical music. But Techno says she likes our triple meter waltz. I'm gonna ask her if you don't believe me. She's over the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Come over here, Techno. What do you make of this?
Don't bother with me with this kind of stuff.
You can spare the time to go argue over what music to play, then maybe take a look at my work. Your work, but your hand.
Just come on over, you'll see.
Wow, you drew this yourself?
I practiced a lot. I'm finally used to drawing with my left hand.
About the doodles, and get your butt inside, Techno. Try this Ursus specialty beverage before they down every last drop. It's truly something else. I like that Diaz's voice is just changed completely. And you know what? We're still under 3 hours. And I finished it before EX levels came out. I'm very proud of myself. In celebration,
Doctor,
I'm going to use a singular headhunting pole because I'm a fool. Reading celebration, a 3-star.
I am Ansel,
It's not
a
even
medical
catapult.
intern. I'll be assisting with surgery.
Hi,
and
Ansel.
internal
I deserved that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Oh, your efforts have been rewarded with Ansel, it's true. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me and sticking it out. This event wasn't that long, thankfully. Some of them I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We've been here for like 20 hours total. But this one was short. And then I don't know when the next Rainbow Six event, because I think it's getting a replay. I don't know when that is, but I will be reading through that one as well. If that is a thing that happens. Should be right after. Okay, so I got like a week or something. Brief respite before Lorefest. Yes, it's so true. I'm excited for Lorefest. I'm excited. But yeah, so new mic is fun. Seems like people like it, so that's good. I'm glad I bought it. Still waiting for my Virtuosa cosplay to get in the mail, but I do have somebody that's gonna make her wig for me, which is exciting. ASMR story time with Tracy. Yeah. So true. I finally actually tell you guys a bedtime story. I stream at like midnight, so I have to whisper it. I'm just like, okay guys, so then the bear walked up the nest or something dumb like that. That'd be a little silly. Anyways, thank you guys so much. We're at the 3-hour mark now. I just wanted to get 3 hours, I guess.
Doctor,
I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you as always for being here. Yeah. I appreciate you all. I will be I'm still free tomorrow, so I'm probably still gonna stream tomorrow. So I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. It will probably be Little Goody Two Shoes, since I can take a little Arknights break. But thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, hopefully you get to bonk some boss. I will definitely rest. I will be back tomorrow. Take care. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever it is. Bye-bye.